One, two, three, jumping right in. Get ready, our journey's about to begin. The future's in our pockets. Change it up, do something new. We're going out to make a friend or two. Don't hesitate, there's no need to hide. Try, let's have a fight. One, know that our battle is done. Two, we're laughing, crying under the sun. All three will be the best of us. Any day, every day is the way that I play. It's a rule so tried and true. So let's not wait around, so much to be found. Go out and explore a new world awaits. Let's go. There might be times to stumble and fall. Let's go. But either we can get through it all. Best believe I will always choose you.
This one's for you, Moria.
Where have you been? 問いかけに答えはなく Where are we headed? What did you mean? 追いかけても即遠く A bird, a butterfly in my red scarf. Don't make a mess of memories. Just let me heal your scars. The wall, the owl, forgotten wharf. 時が止まることもなく We're getting older, second by second by second. Why oh why don't you wanna stay with me? Why oh are you giving up on me? I'll be waiting, waiting for you. Let me hold you under the tree, under the tree.
Divine Instinct Goku, Ultra Essence Goku, True Divine Essence Goku. Dragon Instinct Goku, Dragon Instinct Goku, Dragon Instinct Goku.
あなたの顔が少し寂しそうだジョークの一つでも言えたらな溢れる気持ちに戸惑っては何度もしたためるラブレターいつまで丸めて捨ててるの
wee woo, wee woo, wee woo.
Come on, why don't we spin the wheel? See who may crawl. Give in to temptation. To win it, or maybe lose it all. Who knows where the winds of fate may lead us? Chandeliers and decorates that keep your focus away from the cheating eyes. Tell me, what's that bow tie on the cat guy? Tell you about his design. So we roll the dice, see where they may fall. Come on, why don't we spin the wheel? See who may crawl. Give in to another vice. See where it might lead. Come on, let's just enjoy the spice of life and feel so free. Give in to temptations. To win it, or maybe lose it all. Who knows where the winds of fate may lead us? Give in to another vice. See where it might lead. Come on, let's just enjoy the spice of life and feel so free. Give in to temptations. To win it, or maybe lose it all. Who knows where the winds of fate may lead
This is ugly already. It's so ugly already. I can't even really read the chat because a lot of it is just gonna be people bidding, and it's already gone. Like the first chats are gone.
Goodness.
Yeah, there's nothing I can do.
That's crazy.
Luckily I wrote people's names down, but jeez. Oh, okay. Yeah, so we're just gonna name out some names. This auction is ending in once I finish reading these names. This auction ends.
What about the super chats and stuff?
What do you mean? Oh yeah, I gotta do all the super chats. Oh, those are just videos. Those are just.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no.
Not even, hey, how you doing?
No.
It's just perform your function.
Legitimately. What's up, Gabo, Aries, Sea Snow, Hope, The True Furious, Priscilla, Blaze, Million, Jay, Cameron Bailey, Gabo, Carlo, Racketeering Rat, Hi, Harbotterman.
Rat says, I just got a random thought for some reason. Do we ever see Vivi's reaction or thought about her father's death? Also, what's up, bums?
I don't think she believes he's dead. Harbotterman, Raven Feather, Jerobo Anko, Victory Greymon.
I believe we do get a panel. I don't remember though.
Yeah, I don't remember. Hard Bottom Man, we're in an auction stream, so every time an auction is running, people bid channel points, and the winning bid gets to submit a video that we watch for 1, 2, or 3 minutes based on the timestamp they provide. This auction has closed, so that winner is Carlo with 909, basically 100K. What's up, my love cats? So the next auction runs, and then it starts all over again. Carlos, submit your video on the other one. No thoughts, only donuts. Yep, and then they'll bid, and 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 the
cycle continues.
And the cycle continues. So we've already got 6 videos provided.
Did you get copy or? Okay, yeah, there's a funding.
Yeah. I'm not worried about that aspect.
It or?
So the very first video is Aries Queen who won. Oh, this doesn't look good. Give me a second, because we haven't really officially started, because we're supposed to start at 3, to get this text on screen so y'all know who's winning where, all that stuff.
I hope the big green has my favorite quote, but who knows? Because there's one of them where that's one of my I need to laugh things, so go there and get an instant big laugh. Like the little fat baby.
It's every time with that baby.
No! Clarify your words!
I said what I said. Can't bid. Can't win. That would be Aries. J. Gabo.
Not piece or theme piece, theme piece. At least that is, because the whole thing is just like it was not made by Oda. The title was not made by Oda, so you can't be like, well, he planned this. He might have planned it after seeing it and just like, well, I can incorporate. But no, there was never a pen to paper, page 1, chapter 1. All right, the rope though. No, the rope is probably the worst theory that has been submitted. I can't say that I've ever heard or ever seen, because I forget a lot of them. Yeah. No, the time rabbit.
The time rabbit was crazy.
Yeah, time rabbit, because that's just at least the rope thing might happen, but the time rabbit thing is dead.
Queen says, "Can DA 445 calm down for once?"
That was BG that put that on me. All right, y'all saw it.
Let's put an outline on there. With an outline color of.
While you're doing that, did you see the Malcolm in the Middle?
I literally just watched it.
I really like it.
I really like it.
I really like it. It's very, very
I got a couple really big laughs out of it. And I was not expecting to get those big laughs. When the episode comes back and he's still running, I got a big laugh out of that.
Stevie, that doesn't always work.
And I also got a laugh out of Reese talking to Kelly where it's like, yeah, you're never gonna know what I did because those records have been sealed.
And then he just walks away.
I got a couple big ones.
It was very, very good. Yes. I'm happy about that. A lot of the comebacks, hey, we're doing Monk, this, King of the Hill. It's just like, yeah.
I hear Scrubs is really good. I'm not a fan of Scrubs.
Crazy.
I hear it's really good.
Crazy how they're just like, it's not nostalgia stuff. It's we got some to say.
Yeah, we got some to say. All right, Harry. Starting at 3:40, ending at 5:40.
My favorite being here.
He's as fluffy as a marshmallow sandwich. You like that, huh?
A very impressive display. At last, the time has come to leave this refrigerator.
That's enough, Big Green. Don't.
At the True Furious Rajang says, "Didn't even try to pronounce Rajang.
Didn't even try.
You disappoint me.
Didn't even try. Refuse.
Close enough.
Gohan, back away.
What?
That's enough, Big Green. Don't. Gohan, back away. He doesn't know who you are. He was changed.
Is this an official dub?
No, 100%
What?
official dub. Yeah.
Who's doing this?
There's a couple people in here that are like
Names.
actual, yeah.
It means our very survival, our lives. You have to help me.
Oh, by the way, thank you for the super chats. Aries, J, Gobbo, and
The
Hi.
shaking is killing me. Yeah, it's bad.
That's a really bad
It's
voice.
real bad.
I feel like this is what people think dubs sound like forever.
And there's a couple videos online that are just like the story behind the Big Green dub. It's a pretty well known, like really, really bad dub.
Stop laughing. More.
They just be doing stuff.
Boy. They not doing.
Stop laughing.
That's like a T23 thing.
Watch out, broccoli. I'm gonna show you what I'm made of. Come, Magic Cloud.
That is not a good Goku voice, regardless of the actual acting.
I don't
of
know
it.
why it's so deep.
That's a really bad.
Why
Goku
is it so
voice.
deep?
What?
Once this video ends, we're ending the auction and we'll open up the next one.
We're gonna go if my favorite isn't in here, we're gonna go to my favorite.
I want the magic stick. Now I want total power.
They can scream, which
Sub
is
purists like to pretend that dubs didn't vastly improve over the years.
yeah. You still see that on Twitter so much. It's like, ugh, dubs. It's
How
like,
dare you watch dubs?
crazy.
It's like, no.
Watch closely. I'll do zigzag, in out, double whammy.
You're completely gaga!
What? Tell me, who is the strongest man?
What a stupid question. Son Goku, naturally.
Her voice is horrible. I like
she
the
is the
brain.
equivalent of the Indian lady in T20.
Legitimately.
Like, what are you doing here?
I like the brain guy's voice. Her
No,
voice is
there's actual
horrible.
people in here.
The on-screen chat isn't moving. Okay. Let's just refresh that. Yeah.
Why does Bulma sound like a...
Man.
What a stupid question. Son Goku, naturally.
Son Goku.
Yes, Son Goku.
Son Goku.
There is nothing good about it. Like, the scripting isn't helping the acting. The acting isn't helping
and
the
it's crazy
scripting.
because they have the script. They know the story that they're supposed to be telling, but they're just like, we're just going on our own path.
Until 5:40, okay. Oh, we're almost there.
Goku.
I see Goku.
At Harboterman
Son Goku.
says, sub-elitists acts like we're still stuck in the 90s when it comes to dubs, with censorship and
Yeah.
such.
It's crazy.
You see Goku.
I see Goku.
How much of this did they dub?
So much. All the movies at the very end.
His voice, his mouth isn't even open.
Yeah, well, you know, it was implied.
Here I
And there's like extra background noise when he makes that noise. Like a music thing.
Here I am, my friend.
He's good sometimes. When he wants to be, he's good. Man, sometimes he just...
You completely
brr.
glossed over the cooler grunting while he was
Oh, the
grunting.
grunting was always... What? He's surprised. Are you not gonna grunt?
What are you doing in my domain?
I suspected that you were behind all this trouble. When was it that we last met? 300 years ago?
Dude is speed running. He's like, what do we ever like?
His exposition is so quick.
Know that you stop at nothing to satisfy your evil desires. And in that, I recognize the influence of your father, the spitting image.
Great idea, Dad, but it'd get a little snug in there.
Oh, come on! They were right there!
We have no choice, Vegeta. You up for this? No.
And a video.
Look up Big Green Broly. Yeah. Right there. This is
At Love One Piece Forever 8203 says, can you do a 24 minutes video for $24 One Piece theory so good midterm Democrat?
No!
Leaving? Oh, well, I was preparing this space capsule for our escape, son.
Great idea, Dad, but it'd get a little snug in there.
Yeah.
Let's pause real quick for this. Just in case somebody might be trying to get some money off of this. Pause. Because we're going to need all of this right now.
Perish at the hand of my own son, not that. No, why has destiny conspired against me so tragically?
Why has destiny transpired against me so tragically? This Shakespearean boy. Why has destiny transpired against me so tragically?
The hand of my own son.
Perish at the hand of my own son, not that. No, why has destiny conspired against me so tragically?
Why has destiny
transpired against me so tragically?
Oh, that's one of my favorites. I'm in love, man.
All right, so the winner of this,
my own son.
I am, no longer.
No,
oh man.
The True Furious you win. Submit your video in the other place. Beginning the next auction now. So let's do the chats. I mean, not the chat, but the auction text.
My own son. Why is this transpiring against me so tragically, Rob?
He's gonna win again. Furious. That's not how you spell furious.
Pretty sure he grew a new accent just before he died.
So tragically. Okay. So the next video is
oh.
We were having fun. We were having a good old time. I don't want to do this.
For more.
Who was this? 3009. This is all bad.
What I'm asking is, what is the One Piece? Well, I think it's the one piece of something that can make the world one piece again. It's the ultimate treasure of Joy Boy, the sign of strength and friendship that can persevere even after you're nothing but bones.
Oh, please don't.
And it's the only sign that lets Davy the Whale know that Joy Boy has finally made his way back. I believe that the One Piece is an afro.
How many views?
It was over 1 million.
Ah, nice. That's a lot of people. A lot of clicks, I'll say, because some people double click.
1.1.
Yep.
It's not cinema. What?
But
It's
not
even
just
cinema wins.
any afro, mind you. Joy Boy's afro. It's the sign of
We saw Joy Boy.
Yes, we saw his hair.
How long ago was this?
3 years ago.
We didn't see it at that point.
strength, the sign of friendship, and the sign of the world.
I would recommend One Piece for the anime. I know a lot of people are really against how hard they stick to the manga.
6571 says,
but
One Piece theories should be the next T23 Heike.
No.
As it's supposed to be. Even as recently as chapter 1060, Brooke referenced how the swirling eddy looks just like an afro.
But what does that mean? So when anybody says afro, you're just gonna be like, well, there you go. That's just another.
He laid out the clues.
And the eddy was just a swirling ball of water which resembles the entire planet. And
have ripple effects throughout the entire community. I don't even need to win.
you
really have ruined it.
Entire planet without borders. The treasure is the one piece of hair that resembles the world as one piece, one without barriers like the red line that splits the world in two.
I can't believe people would take this seriously.
I can't believe somebody would think about this, write it down, record it, edit it, watch it to make sure everything is good, and then put it out for people to consume.
World split in two would be two piece, and
what are we doing? I mean, come on.
Legitimately, what are we doing here?
What did Luffy call Foxy during their final fight? Two-piece head.
Angel Essence Goku, Dragon Instinct Goku, Spirit Saiyan Goku, Primal Instinct Goku.
Thank you for the super chat. Reality.
Do you have a timestamp?
If you have a timestamp, let us know.
Think about that again.
This would be indicating that he has knowledge about what the One Piece is.
Mm-hmm.
You can't use every instance of somebody saying something as evidence when they don't have that knowledge. If this was Odin or...
I saw DA in my Walmart and I saw him in the kids' clothing section. What you doing in there? You disappeared on me.
That was just some random bald black guy. We do all look alike.
No. The doctor and the Malcolm in the middle. I was like, oh dear.
Which one? Because there was two bald black doctors.
Two people.
It's that y'all all have this.
You have to.
If Foxy's split hair made him two-piece head to Luffy, would that make Luffy the one-piece head?
All of this bullshit is always contingent on meta knowledge of the writer is putting in things for the audience to make the connections, not within the story. It's always the same bullshit. It can't just be, this mom said this here. It's like, no. When he said this, he meant this based upon...
You may think this is a joke, but think again about all the other connections I've laid out between Joy Boy and Long Ring Longland. Think about the fact that the One Piece made Roger laugh so hard that he cried. The final fight of this arc may have been a joke in our eyes, but the real joke may be how much Oda hid from us in plain sight. And is it a coincidence that Brook was also found in the same pose as Sun God Nika? The times we've...
Oh my goodness!
I feel like a lot of One Piece theorists aren't...
It is a coincidence. First off, go ahead, sorry.
Aren't in it to really try to solve One Piece. They just want their, like, kind of fan fiction out there.
They're just trying to get their off. No matter what.
It was a coincidence.
It was 100% a coincidence.
Seeing this pose, particularly in front of the moon, have been so insanely important that I think we'd just be foolish to ignore it. Brook is also so happy and cheerful, and he uses his music to put smiles on the faces of those around him. Does that not sound like something that Nika would do? This could even explain...
It doesn't matter if it sounds like something Nika would do. Nika has not been shown to do that. Because you could be like, well, candy gives people joy. When Smoker and the ice cream and the little girl and he gave her the money, she was smiling. Sweets can give joy to people. So, you know, when somebody gives sweets to somebody, that's just Joy Boy incarnate, and that's awesome. Candy is the one. Shut all this bullshit up. I hate this crap.
We're coming towards the end. Once this video ends, the auction ends.
Why Luffy wanted a musician first and foremost. Based off the importance of Bink Sake, I feel like Joy Boy himself was probably a musician, or at the very least he was in a crew like the Rumbar Pirates that sang that song to their heart's content.
You have no evidence towards this. They've not said the word crew in terms of Joy Boy. They've not hinted towards any kind of alliances with Joy Boy. So you're just talking out your cheeks.
This honestly isn't surprising given that CKK was something someone came up with and thought was good.
Oh, legitimately.
Yeah, people really wanted Zoro to kill Kaido for some reason.
Like I said, Brook's laugh is in the song. We were even told that Afro's
was his laugh in the song, or did he model his laugh after the song?
Yes.
Give you power on 2 separate occasions by Usopp and Sanji. Usopp has basically been proven to be a prophet at this point by having all of his lies come true. And
if somebody says 1,000 things and 5 of them come true, they're not a prophet.
Yes, they just happen to have 5 of those things. It's real Miss Cleo coded.
Where a big thing will come out, a big fish. Wow.
He knows plenty of things that he tends to keep under wraps. Perhaps there is actually something more to the afro than meets the eye.
Where are we? How much
the
longer?
afro is technically the reason that Luffy won that fight, because a piece of mirror got stuck inside of it, and this is how Luffy reflected a slow beam back at Foxy. And think about the other afros that we've seen in the story. One is Sengoku, who has a Buddha fruit, and his afro gets beefier and more textured when in his Buddha form. This is more interesting when you consider the fact he's another mythical Hito user. And another example would actually be Gaimon, who is literally a man stuck in a treasure chest with an afro that is stuck on an island with a bunch of empty treasure chests. It's as if the only treasure on that island at all is the afro itself.
No, it's not as if that at all.
I wanted to get to that, so.
This month, Control F afro, and we're alright. His afro grows like his coat, so we're not going to mention the coat growing.
KBG, you should try Ultra Kill is one of the best single-player shooters I've tried.
After this video, I should try Ultra Kill. As in myself, you see.
Yes, Corey, I did not delete points because the bid does not actually take points from people, and I deleted it before the auction stream started, and you had less points than the points I should have took, so I took yours to 0.
I really
you have
hate
more
that stuff.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
I really do. It means nothing to me. There's a library of O'Hara who does like the breakdowns of the chapters, and he's just like, this character's name means this. Here's in the background. There's this. I'm like, okay, that's fine, whatever. But this is terrible.
Okay.
This is awful, as it were.
The next one was actually Gabo. No, Gabo was After Hope. Hope if you've got a timestamp, let us know now.
You know the deal. You already know what it is.
I didn't scam them. The points weren't taken and I needed to take them.
Hot 3-minute video with this nobody, nothing design ninja on the left.
Okay.
Welcome back. Now, right now, what's up, guys? I'm gonna talk about the Sasuke retrieval arc.
This month, turn up the volume number 1, number 2 Cosmo voice on full display.
Hosts a above average arcs you get, but of course you get the fights. You got Choji versus one of the Sound 4. You got Rock.
Hey. When you're saying something, maybe when you're saying Choji, maybe show Choji and not Itachi?
So I'm gonna have to turn this up, which means I'm gonna need to turn other things down.
Is it in the meme? Is it in the Q&A part? Because if it unscrolled off the screen, what we gonna do with that 5 videos ago?
Thank you for the super chat, Overlord. That is also a video we're gonna have to do.
At Racketeering-Rat says, how does he sound energetic and sleepy at the same time?
It's the false hype voice. It's recording is difficult sometimes.
Watched him. I'm be completely honest, but Kiyomaru was sick and had I don't know what he had. I'm gonna call it the Itachi sickness because it's just mysterious. They be killing off.
You think that's a positive? That he just had the ninja AIDS and end story?
And just couldn't fight to his full potential.
Strong characters because of their sickness. But you had the Shikamaru fight, the Choji fight, Choji's best moment throughout all of Naruto.
His only moment
throughout Naruto.
You have to understand this. He is a one and done motherfucker.
Dunzo.
Debate. Rock Lee most funniest moment. I wouldn't give it his best moment, but obviously they don't give him no love in Shippuden. That's not Shikamaru's best moment. But it's one of the rare cases.
This is awful, y'all.
Some people, it's just like, go back to the drawing board a little bit. Because this...
Or scripted. It feels so much like he's coming off the cuff, and he does not have the capability to do that.
And this is one of those things where it's just like, you watch things, obviously, Eye Patch Wolf, whoever your anime YouTuber is. Do they do these things? And if not, what do they do to make their thing more palatable? So you should emulate those things. I understand just like, hey, coming off the dome and you're just like, hey, freeforming, that's podcasts and stuff like that. Everybody does that. But if you're not going to have something like structured or substantive about it, you're just sort of off the dome going, yeah, this was good. Yeah, that was pretty funny. Yeah, that was his best moment. It's like, you're not bringing anything new to the table with these opinions, and you're not fleshing them out in any sort of way. You're just kind of saying them about this series about this arc that came out some 25 years ago.
Can't hear his arguments, can't be mad at him. That's a crazy play.
Do you see Shino fight one-on-one? Well, without filler, of course. You know. So that's a dub. With Shino and Choji's moments. Well, first, let's recap. My bad. Let's recap. It starts off with the Sound 4 and Sasuke leaving the safety of the village.
Oh my goodness.
There are so few times I would say people should not watch a video because people like different things. This is something where you should watch it and you should immediately tell this man, this is not of quality. Please try again.
Don't go down this path. Do not give him positive affirmation because you're gonna think this is just my style now.
This
just coming off the dome
works.
and just explaining what's going on and what I like about it in 3-4 minutes, and then that's gonna be good. It's like, no, you gotta sit this person down and just go, all right, I understand you're trying to get your thoughts out and stuff, but have a bullet points and then just go off of those and speak as long as you want, but edit it down. And speaking of editing, when you're talking about Shika, put up a picture of Shika instead of just this scrolling wallpaper.
This is his first attempt. Sure. Everyone has their first attempt at a thing, and I will never knock someone's first attempt, but you've got to look at this thing and go, would I be entertained by what's going on right now if this was not me speaking these things? And if I put out a video like this, I would go, I don't find this entertaining. And I would try again. There's a section that says submit winning vids here. If you're on mobile, I don't think it is. If you're on mobile, just say the title, the creator, and the timestamp.
Naruto talks to Tsunade, puts together a team to go after Sasuke. It's him, Kiba, Choji.
This is 1.20 speed. That pause was pregnant for someone whose entire thing is, I'm going to talk about this specific thing.
Shikamaru, Shino, and Rock Lee. They go after Sasuke. They run into the Sound Four, which are really pretty strong people.
They're not pretty strong in actuality. They're okay
at best.
They had to go to their altered forms to
super strong altered forms
to beat two Rego Joni.
I'm starting to miss Last of US 21.
High key.
But they absolutely wash the Sound Four. But Sasuke and Naruto eventually meet up at the final valley where you get.
They did not watch the Sound Four. Chochi almost died. Neji almost died.
Both should have died.
Kiba almost died. Shika was in the process of dying.
They had to be saved.
Rock Lee was in the process of dying.
All right, Corey, but if we're talking about pretty strong, Hinata's pretty strong. So the bar of pretty strong is so nebulous. It's like it could be anything at that point. How could they, Corey? You done already got your first strike. You coming into Naruto because of reasons down. I hope you know that.
Got your first strike, and we're months away from doing it.
Out of 10's top 5 fight in my watchability and playability of taking in that Naruto story. Top 5 fight of all of Naruto.
Okay, but what would you say are 5 fights of note? We've got the 2 Shiga fights. Got Naruto Sasuke. I mean, Gaara Deidara, if you want to be nice about it. I hated Itachi Sasuke.
Hated it. Trash.
Oh, but you were in my eye. Nah, buddy. I don't. Gaara, hey, hot take. Gaara Rock Lee sucked. Gaara Rock Lee is a 6 out of 10 fight.
It's not.
I want y'all to understand this. That fight sucked.
It's not simply not good.
6 out of 10 on its best day. On typical days, I wouldn't give it a 4.
Right now, the fight does end in a tie. Sasuke eventually leaves the village, of course, and he joins.
It's just like, come on now, dude.
So, you want to talk about first videos. We can go to Mike Cuby's first video, and it will be of substantive enough quality to put out, regardless of his arguments.
It's just the effort that is being put in here.
Rock Lee and Gaara is absolutely quote unquote hype. But hype only exists when you see it the first time, because then you're diminishing the returns. You're lowering it because you already know what's coming. So your hype is not at the zenith it was. It is nothing but diminishing returns. So if you're watching it for the 3rd, 4th time, at some point you're just going to take in the fight itself and you're going to go, oh wow, there's almost nothing happening here. Rock Lee's up and he does a cool thing.
The same thing.
Gaara's up and he's doing a cool thing. Rock Lee's up and he's doing a cool thing. Backstory and a fight.
It's Naruto versus Sasuke. The exact same beats. I am winning uncontested. And then the other person is winning uncontested until something happens. And then the other person is winning uncontested. Flashback, motivation, big move in fight.
You don't need the comma with the bid amount. Just put the numbers.
Orochimaru's crew. This is right before the time skip. So then you get the time skip. Then you see them all grown up. Now, let's talk about the mistakes in this arc. How stupid Tsunade was. Tsunade keeps them there, sends Kakashi and Guy out. 5 minutes later, Sasuke comes back. Right? So that is a fatal flaw by Tsunade. Now let's...
What are you talking about?
Talk about the rating of this fight. The rating of the arc. Since we have the best moments from the side characters in this arc, where Kishimoto puts effort into this arc.
At Hope-Chan
you should have put your mic up.
Lee had those on while not breaking trees by jumping on them in the forest. Also, he kicked Sasuke in the face with those on.
Yeah.
According to the side characters, it is an easy 10 out of 10. You get
Ooh, easy
Yeah,
10 out of 10. Not a single thought about that.
I don't need to hear that final 40 seconds. I'm good off that. That was a really bad video.
Yeah, no, it's just not good.
And
how long ago was this?
3 years ago?
3 years. Ooh, they make what ifs.
Welcome back to
okay, it's the opposite direction.
Yamcha. Yamcha is the topic of discussion because I've been on media groups, circling groups. Now, of course, the meme of Yamcha being the weakest Z fighter is not true. It's Chaozu, unfortunately. Him being the meme of the Dragon Ball thing, like that's incredible, of course. But when you put him in
this is essentially no growth, unfortunately.
This is unfortunately no growth.
All right, I'm gonna kick back for this one. Having not seen Dress Up yet.
Do you have a timestamp?
Kick back and relax.
Already took away Gabo. Who else won?
Timestamps.
If you got a timestamp, tell me now.
If you won or you recommended some timestamps, keep the flow going.
Yes, please. We're butt men, and barely that. So Hope goes next. Hope and then High. Hey, don't blame us. Hope and then High. And then so we got Hope. We just did Hope's. High. We're doing Gabo. So High is next. Then Carlo, and then Furious Reality Meme. Furious Reality Meme. Okay, and then the next person would be
Dragon Ball started me off, and now I got that song stuck in my head.
Okay.
At MF_Curry says, how much money I paid in Super Chat for the auction?
It's all in the list, in the how it works. Gabo.
Timestamp. Gabo.
Just start from the beginning. Got it. Hey, BGD, what do you think of Resident Evil Remake? It took away too much and it wasn't as good as 2. It's like a 6 out of 10.
So I just want to make myself.
Speaking of never changing.
Very clear. I did not want to make this video.
Then don't make the video.
The video goblins took your hands and made you edit it and made you write it, and don't be a slave to your I was gonna say don't be a slave to your audience, as we're actively slaves to the audience.
But hey, we could just go, no. You think I can't veto some shit if I want?
And starting off like that, it's like I didn't want to make this.
I'm like, shit, I need to put out some content.
I was like, did you play it while I was talking, you muff? I'm sitting here trying to explain something. But starting it off like this, it's just like, I would not start off something like that because it seems like a lack of passion at that point. It's gunpoint. So would these be your actual opinions? Would you have more thought out, structured opinions if you would have actually wanted to do this? So just being like, I didn't want to do this. It's like, I didn't want to cook this meal. So you just sort of do it enough to be like, okay, there you go.
Yes.
It was suggested to me by fans, and then one.
But it wasn't suggested. You put out a poll with it on the list. So
then you take out that thing if you don't want to make that video. Why would you put out a poll of, hey,
says, I didn't want to make this video, but here I am making this video.
Why would you put out a poll going, these are your options of videos I want to make, and then they vote it, and then you go, I don't want to do this. That's goofy. Yeah, that's just goofy.
The popularity poll when I asked what anime did they want me to cover in my next video,
but you've also put out a poll of another thing, and I think the winner was X, and you chose to do Y instead. So it's not even like you're a slave to the pole. You just gotta do what you want. So just do what you want.
Surprise, surprise, my dress up darling.
But this is a way to deflect the hate that's coming. They're just like, look, I didn't want to talk about all of this. It was my fans that made me want to do this.
Also, my channel has been slightly growing, and I felt like I owe my supporters for supporting me. So, dun-dun-dun-dun.
No.
I didn't want to do this, but I do feel like I owe you guys.
Here you go, my review of My Dress Up Darling. Hopefully you enjoy.
That trigger giggle. You know you about to get it when he unleashes it.
My Dress Up Darling is one of the most popular anime to come out in the year 2022. Mainly because of its great story.
No, people like the slice of life. They like the characters. I like the aspect of learning about cosplay because they were talking about, hey, you hem up the skirt like this to make it a little shorter. You do these types of things to create wings. It's very interesting to learn about a world I know almost nothing about.
People explaining their hobbies with passion.
Yes.
It's just like,
Racketeering
okay,
Rap
I
says,
dig it.
Triggered is a real believer in democracy, unlike a certain feet lover cough.
Feet lover.
I don't know who you're referring to because it can't be
Not
me.
even foot lover. Both of them.
Yeah, like I like the characters. What do you want?
Man, you about to get it. Man, triggered.
Slice of life tends not to have a big story involved with it. It's more so the characters and their interactions with each other and their wants and their desires and the way it plays out.
Already starting off wrong, it seems, by going great story when instead of looking why people actually like it by going to Reddit or something, you just go, it's a great story. And that's an easy thing to tear down, so you start off with that.
It's funny you say DSP Goat Laugh because I truly feel like he's the DSP of the anime community.
Licks mug.
Nah, it's because of the fan service. Like, let's keep it a fucking buck right.
It's not because of it. In fact, the anime overdoes it. It's not so much that in the manga, and the manga has sold very well from basically the jump. I'm sure there are people that like the fan service. I'm sure there are people that are going to gravitate almost strictly because of the fan service. You can't put that on everybody. You can't put that on people that just enjoy the characters and think the fan service is egregious.
Right now, bro, the animation, the jiggle physics, and the surprising panty shots is where this anime gets all of its popularity from.
Popularity. How do you know that? Can you show evidence of people going, the only reason I like this series is because of the jiggle physics? Of course, there's going to be people that are like, oh, ooh, woo, panty shots. But again, you cannot put that on everybody because there's dozens to hundreds of anime that come out every year that is overt ecchi, and they are not as popular as My Dress Up Darling. So what is it about this that did it?
It's kind of morally dubious to put up pictures of actual people as the look at these loser gooner nerds.
Because whether the anime weirdos want to admit it or not.
Yeah, guys, you just sit there trying to enjoy a panel and you just getting called a weirdo.
Says, well, I don't have to explain it. Could have said anything. Damn, get of my dick. Trigger. He trademarked.
Alright, they want to fuck cartoons.
Like I always say, this is the dumbest person I've ever interacted with in real life or online. This is all funny.
Alright? They just say shit like, oh, I'm into cosplaying, or oh, this is such an adorable, wholesome anime.
Some people do think that. Why do you believe the people that are saying that are lying, but the people that are going, I'm just in it for the titties, are telling the truth?
Because that fits his narrative.
Yeah, I think it fits his narrative, and I think it's the way he perceives that men or people are.
He's already got that bias going in, just like, this is not why you like it.
to justify them wanting to watch this horny ass shit. And don't get me wrong, creating an anime surrounded around cosplaying is a clever ass way to create a fan service anime. I mean, it has a better concept than the last two rom-com animes I came across, but
interlacing. You can fix that, Triggs.
Yeah, ghosting.
that doesn't negate the fact that this anime is
Oh, he used the people that do that stupid.
still for horny motherfuckers. Mother's Basement made a video not too long ago called Why We Love My Dress Up Darling. And all I have to say to that is, bro, please speak for your fucking self.
Then why are you speaking for others, dude?
When you say that people only like it because of the boobs, you're speaking for them, aren't you, Triggered?
Like, you've got to understand how
At
dumb you
Racketeering
sound.
Rat says, Triggered is low-key making Alex Jones talking points.
And what points did he make in the video that you disagree with? Because I personally have never seen that video, so I don't know the arguments he made. But what did he say that you were like, no, it's because of the titties?
Because based off of what I watch and based off of what people in my comment section are saying,
Your comment section are people that are like-minded to you. If you believe it's weirdo stuff, they're gonna believe it's weirdo stuff because that's the audience you've cultivated. Just like we've cultivated an audience that watches videos before they talk about people.
The timestamps. Passionate about her interests.
Yes.
Appealing facial animations. Feeling of authenticity. The detailing in the costumes. Passion for the craft. Extremely efficient romance. Efficiency. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, sure.
Show quality comedy. Fully fleshed out protagonist.
No, titties.
Yeah.
Panty
Hey.
shots.
Did he even watch it to figure out why?
I don't know.
Or is it just like,
I don't know.
This is the most popular Dress Up Darling video, so I gotta be like, hey, this is the bad.
Truly don't know. You're wrong because I said so. His audience are a bunch of yes men and glazer, triggered titties, not in my Christian anime.
bro, because I don't give a fuck, it's cartoons.
At Norable says, titties and story quality are not mutually exclusive.
Very fair.
We do not love My Dress Up Darling at all.
But what about the people that do love it? So there is a we that he's talking to. You're not part of the we. Simply. Just like we black people love blank. Well, you're not part of the black people that do love blank, but there are black people that love blank. Insert the thing here that I know y'all minds is going to because you're racist AF.
As a matter of fact, the only reason why people even wanted me to cover this anime is so that I can roast the fuck out of it.
Because that's who you are. You are the guy that looks at a thing and goes, why is it like this to her? And your fans clap like seals. So they want you to do that thing to the thing they see as quote unquote weirdo behavior. So why wouldn't your fans want you to do the thing you do? Because we've seen what happens when you try to explain why you like a series. It's not very good. The Demon Slayer video was not very good. But the entertainment factor of you comes from, this sucks, let's laugh at it. By triggered logic, every edgy anime should be flying off the set. And that's what I mean. Every year there's edgy anime. Every year. But none are connecting like My Dress Up Darling did.
There is people who love My Dress Darling for the story, characters, and fan service in all above. I honestly don't see fan service as a bad or good thing. It's just a trope culturally in anime.
It is just a thing.
Which is some toxic ass shit, but fuck it. I'm down.
You have spent 2 minutes of your 15-minute video going, this is why I made the video, and I understand it's toxic, but I'ma do it, lol.
So
because he's not interested in the actual topic. He's doing this for obligation.
To the poplars.
But we've done stuff for obligation, and we still engage with it. Engage!
But this is also Triggered, who's awful.
Series that is My Dress Up Darling. So My Dress Up Darling is pretty much about a weirdo named Goku.
What? Is he not a weirdo?
dolls.
He's not obsessed with Barbie dolls. He's obsessed with a culturally impactful Japanese thing.
And a weirdo named Mari who is obsessed with weird anime hentai shit.
She what? No, what? She likes anime and she dresses up.
They team up to create the ultimate cosplay outfit that would make Mari's dreams come true as far as her wanting to become the anime character she always wanted to be. So this anime starts off with this weird ass dude Gojo, and he's having a flashback about the time where he was first introduced to Barbie dolls. I know they're called Hina dolls.
At Racketeering-Rat says, low-key his videos are clickbait. He's not laughing at the series he's reviewing. Half the time anyway, he's just laughing at the people consuming.
Yes, that is very fair.
That was the entirety, well, most of the Chainsaw Man. You like Dingy because you are also a weirdo simp loser.
About the time where he was first introduced to Barbie dolls. I know they're called Hina dolls, but fuck you, they're Barbie dolls, alright?
Yes.
Why would
these
you
are the same thing.
Why would you show a thing where they're completely different?
Oh yeah, simp time.
Or at least they're Japanese Barbie dolls. But this weird
you can't say that. Sorry.
ass dude Gojo apparently has a thing for plastic dolls because every time he sees one, this motherfucker is blushing. Hell,
because he loves them. He loves making them. He loves the feeling he had as a kid experiencing them. So he wants to create them to make his family proud.
Heaven forbid a muff have a hobby.
This motherfucker woke up blushing to one of his Barbie dolls and called it beautiful. Like, I understand people like to value
because they're art. They are art. Imagine a painter waking up and going, "This is beautiful," to their painting. That's basically what it is.
Their work because they're perfectionists.
Dragon Instinct Goku.
Right.
Dragon Instinct
Thank you
Goku.
for the super chat love.
Instinct Goku.
If you have a video, let us know.
This weird motherfucker is just taking it way too fucking far.
I'm sorry, what?
Perfection is beautiful. Like, I understand people like to value their work because they're perfectionists, but this weird motherfucker is just taking it way too fucking far.
He is too excited by the work he created.
Like, it was at one point in the anime where this dude said that he stares and talks to his dolls as if they're real human beings.
People do that all the time. All right, I'm done.
Transcript, how many times did he say weird?
Adnorable says, all I hear is, oh, I understand the story. All of it, I get it. I just need to hate.
Ooh! They got a search transcript, so you no longer have to do it for the...
Oh, they know what's up.
I am going to go
19.
I am gonna go 26 times. I don't need to sync to video time. 1.
It's probably easier.
Yeah, they don't even do it right.
It's getting there.
It's getting
It's a step in the right direction. 200.
Yeah, this is why I didn't want to do it that way because of the. But what can you do? So that's 14. That's 4. So 14 right now. And is there one after the fact? Nope, 14 times. Almost once per minute he says weirdo.
That's
weird or weirdo.
He ain't got no kind of criticism other than weird.
Okay. So that was Gabos. We got Hi next. Hi, what was your video? Were you one of these most? Weeb Commander. Oh no.
Oh man, synopsis boys.
326.
The ending of Chainsaw Man is...
God, I hate his editing.
I hate his camera angle. There's so
I
much
hate
that I
the
just
cadence.
don't like about
It's that frenetic energy where I want to exude and make it feel like more is going on than it is.
I know he's got a podcast. Can you look up Weave Commander's podcast to see how he talks in a more normal sense? Taco. I got him.
Anyways, Daniel.
It's a scam.
We were with each other yesterday, which is
That might just be his online content creator.
Rare. We don't usually hang out on weekends.
No.
Solo
And it was
bit.
of your life. Like I can't even imagine. Like
Oh no, that's just him. Okay, yeah, no, I can't.
Crypto.
I can't. Oh no, that's just him. Okay, it's not just a or
At GamerApp,
like you said,
5.31
also
says,
just a YouTube cadence.
Triggered doesn't even do surface level arguments. He does mountain level arguments.
Yeah, no, it's just bad. It's more just the rage baiting thing to get the clicks. It's just like he's not weird, and then you get the click, and then you get the comment, and then people argue in the comment, and the comments go up, and then that pushes them in the algorithm, and the cycle continues.
I think honestly, Super Eye Patch Wolf has grown and become very decent. The things that were bad about him aren't nearly as bad as the other people's. Oh, let me stop the auction stream.
What's with the name of that individual?
Hey, why are you even worried about it?
What's up? What's up?
Jay, are you on the list? Oh yeah, you could win again. Okay, so Jay. Golly, there's so much here that goes into this an auction stream. Okay, so High is now Carlo. You're next. Then Furious, and then Jay at the end. Okay. Oh, yeah, what is with that name?
Weekly promos where you can earn using the link in my description and get up to you became a professional gamer. Now, before we head into this breakdown of Chainsaw Man's ending, I want to do a quick shout out to, I can't believe this is their name, but Yoru's Strap-On. It's an account over on TikTok that did a mini analysis on the Fire Devil that really helped me cobble together all of my scattered thoughts about the ending of this month.
No, you
so loud.
No, you did.
And
It didn't help you.
Rat says, even though I have a lot of points, these auction streams make me feel broke.
It didn't help you cobble together your thoughts. It gave you your thoughts that you're gonna regurgitate now.
Yes. You use this as a jumping off point and are going, all right, this is 80% of the stuff I want to say, and then I'm gonna throw my own 20% in.
Manga and come to a conclusion I really enjoy. But before we dive into what my conclusion is, a lot of you are probably already wondering, Nick, you've claimed that Chainsaw Man is one of your
Yo,
He's a lot to handle.
He's so much. And I hate the constant panning, shaking, zooming. I hate the camera movements.
Favorite mangas of all time. How can you co-sign an ending that kills off fan favorite character Pochita? But in order for you to best understand,
I like how he had to fumble.
Why I absolutely believe that Pochita.
Pause. What type of person is just like, you like this thing and a character died, so that means that it's impossible for you to like it? Who would say that? It's not the fact that he died, it's the way that he died and the consequences that happened after it. It's not simply death done.
Death was a good idea from a writing standpoint. We need to look at part 2 of Chainsaw Man in its entirety. See, part 2 of Chainsaw Man has focused heavily on Denji's idea of choice and the life he wants to lead. In every single arc in part 2, and to a lesser extent, but still an extent nonetheless, in part 1, Denji is constantly being pulled in 2 separate dimensions.
This cadence, dude, I can't.
It's very TikTok brained.
We say this all the time when it comes to him, but it feels like he's ramped it up even more. The growling in his voice, it pulled from other direction. Like, I can't.
And the best and most pertinent example
What
of
up,
this
Richie?
is the Reze arc, which just obviously received its massively lauded movie adaptation. Now, even though this arc takes place in part 1, it is a perfect example of what we're talking about right here, right now. Because in the Reze arc, both Makima and Reze want the Chainsaw Man, but for different reasons. Makima wants to subjugate Denji by making him fall in love with her and hand over his free will to her as the control devil, so that through the medium of Denji,
Nobody's
she can gain
listening to
control
you,
of
you
the devil
cuck.
she's obsessed with. Chainsaw Man, or Pochita, or the Chainsaw Devil, or whatever you want to call him. But Reze wants to steal Denji's heart.
Yeah, he's really straining his voice, and this isn't even like post-hardcore, dirty, unclean vocalist who's ripping up their chorus, and eventually they're gonna get strong enough to that. I don't think he does this enough to the strain on his voice is gonna be crazy.
Okay, Pochita because she's a Soviet government asset, and the Soviet government wants to use Pochita to bolster their own military, as they're in an ongoing war with America.
I know.
This is so much synopsis, and then this TikTok person's thing.
I remember when that happened.
The irony here is that both of these women, to some extent, are trying to steal Denji's heart.
At racketeering
Yeah, that's it. That's the
Fun
thing.
fact, Kishibe is nowhere to be found when the Devil Hunters are trying to gain control over Chainsaw Man, despite the fact they're having difficulties with it.
Yeah, there's no time.
Furious, you can't win again yet.
Trying to make Denji fall in love with them so that when Denji falls in love with them and is at his weakest, they can steal his real physical heart. And the precedent that the Reze arc sets up is that Denji's inability to make a prompt choice leads to the worst case scenario becoming his reality. See, when Denji begins to grow feelings for Reze, she offers him a chance to escape. She claims the two of them should just run away. However, when Denji says no, thinking about the life he has in Tokyo, the comforts he's accumulated, and maybe more importantly than anything, about
the video's almost done. We're almost done.
Makima, Reze has to resort to completing her mission rather than abandoning it. Her mission was stealing Pochita's heart. Now this leads to hundreds of deaths, and most importantly, from like a plot perspective, Makima killing Reze as she tries, unfortunately too late, to run away with Denji. However, if Denji had willingly left his life in Tokyo behind, if he had clearly chosen the side of Reze when he was given the option to, then he would have been able to leave his life as the Chainsaw Man behind and live somewhere discreet, happily with Reze, presumably for the
he wouldn't have, because Makima would find them.
Yes. And that's the end.
He's a headache.
He sucks.
We're too old for him.
We're too old for him. Yep, Furious, you can't win yet. We were at Carlo. Oh no!
There used to be a person that requested the Araki Forgot quite a lot.
Quite a lot. I remember that.
And I'd have to just be constantly just like they're spitting. I don't know what it is. People going he's showing the comments going, this person is saying this, and it's like, oh, that's wrong. Here's the evidence of that. Sometimes he
says, English MF, did you speak it?
Do you speak?
Sometimes he stretches things. Oh, King Crimson. No, not King Crimson. We did a video with him. I think we had somebody. Maybe we did.
No, it was the How Does King Crimson Work?
Big ups.
And we were laughing because it was so wrong.
This is
the extras, so we didn't do this.
In fact, it's one of the first things that we see and had that creation returned to him. Now, another thing I've already gone over is the confusion surrounding the stand King Crimson. I addressed this in my main Part 5 video and went into much more detail in my full video on the stand. However, not everyone watched that video, so I still get a lot of comments confused about
Carlo,
it.
you can't win yet until this video's over.
Points to make those more clear. The main question I still see raised about the stand is how Diavolo is seemingly able to interact with things during a skip, despite it being stated that he cannot interact. I already answered this before, but it apparently isn't clear enough. When Diavolo looks at Epitaph, he is shown a 10-second broadcast of the future. The things shown are fated to happen no matter what. When Diavolo skips time, his body becomes exempt from fate, and he can move freely. However, this only applies to him, and nobody else's fate is able to be changed. But imagine if Diavolo were originally fated to do an action, which would then result in someone or something else being affected.
But again, if he's fated to come down from the elevator shaft, go, it's me, the boss, chop off his hand, her hand, grab her, go back up the elevator shaft, Bruno would not be in the same position. He would be looking over. He would be in an attack mode. That was his fate. his fate was to notice that and then make an action. There's no way that this grown man or just his stand, which has a small range, can do that without him noticing. That's the thing. We understand all this fate stuff. This and the Narancia thing make no sense because nobody's reacting properly to what they should be doing. When he showed with the chocolate thing, they're reacting in the way that they're supposed to be reacting if somebody had done the thing. But he's not. So when he's just like, oh, I'm surprised, I'm just holding the hand, what's going on? It should have been you should have been in a punching position going, oh, why am I in this position? Instead of just, what's going on?
Or looking up at the ceiling where you would see the stand or anything. Hear me out too, Diablo's one is a ghost. He can't defend the room cleaning scene. Do y'all like colored manga? I've actually started rereading One Piece and I'm reading the colored manga and I am up to Thriller Bark.
If the colored manga is available, that's my preferred method.
I would love if all of the colored manga of Demon Slayer was translated, but it's only like the final 40 chapters. Oh, it's all good. I don't think you bid enough to be winning. If so, the auction doesn't even take points. I have to take it manually.
At
So once I close the auction, I just reopen it.
The Requiem arrow hurts JoJo a lot. Why didn't Polnareff try to contact Jotaro about the Requiem arrow? If Jotaro had it, Pucci would have been cooked.
Yeah, there's a lot of things wrong with part 5.
Diavolo skips time. Just because his actions are overwritten doesn't mean that the fate of the other people would be changed.
But they had to have been changed if they're not reacting the way it would have happened. Because even if Narancia just was floating in the air and everybody just saw that and there was no person doing it, they would still be like, what the is going on with Narancia? But they're like, where's Narancia? We don't know. Trish, your hand's cut off. What happened? I don't know.
So the results of those original actions still remain regardless. This is how he was able to move Trish out of the elevator or how he impaled Narancia on the bars. He was originally fated to do those things.
Yes, but Yes, but he cannot do those things and not have the people around them react. When they got off the boat, they were, hold on, and then they went, what the happened? Because their person kept going, and once they recognized that a skip had happened, they didn't recognize what they were doing, but they know they did the thing they were fated to do. So if they're doing the thing they're fated to do, even when King Crimson interferes, then it would stand to reason that if Narancia is on the bars, they would go, what happened? What, we gotta fight against the thing.
Instead of just, what? He's treating it like it's the world, where a thing happens, nobody knows. But the action that they were supposed to be taking should be going on.
There was option to read fan. It depends on how well it's done.
Here in the manga,
first ice cream of the season.
And escape routes were completely supervised by the mafia, so he couldn't escape.
And then skipped time to confuse his enemies while still keeping their results.
Oh, thank you for the super chat, Aries.
One more specific instance I've seen a ton of comments about is his fight with Risotto.
No, this was just complete bullshit.
At the end of the battle, Risotto manipulated Aerosmith to shoot Diavolo, but Diavolo skipped time and the bullets went through him. A lot of people have asked how this is possible, when the bullet's fated path should have been to stay in Diavolo after they hit him. This is a huge misunderstanding of the scene, since Risotto's intention was actually to kill them both. This was his last-ditch effort to kill Diavolo while also sacrificing himself. The bullet's original fated path was to pierce through and kill Diavolo, then continue and kill Risotto. However, Diavolo skipped the first part, and the bullets continued along their path to only kill Risotto.
But you just said that if something Diavolo does and the skip time was fated to happen and still was going to happen, then it's going to happen even if he skips the time. Their question is, why isn't he full of bullet holes if the time that he skipped, he was fated to get hit by those bullets?
He didn't move. He's still right there.
So, with the Narancia thing, Diavolo was fated to kill Narancia, so that happened. Diavolo was fated to get hit by these bullets, but skipping time now makes the fate not happen.
This next one deals with the stand Notorious B.I.G. They ask how it's possible that the stand catches up to its targets, when it's said that the stand matches.
Okay, I think we hit what we needed to hit.
Yeah, that just doesn't explain the reaction thing. That's the biggest thing.
Yep. All right, close auction.
That's just the craziest thing. I never.
Carlo, that doesn't count. I'm opening auction for a minute. Once I start playing the next video, auction closes. Carlo, that bid doesn't count. So furious. Oh no, it does count. Okay, you could win now. You're good because it would have been past final. So give me your next video, Carlo. Furious reality. Furious was. What?
Is this that bad audio one?
It's the bad audio one.
No, that's bad audio.
It's such bad audio.
If I'm remembering correctly.
11 minutes. When are we out? Because we do have the dinner, but nobody really gave us time.
At racketeering-rat
We'll see how we're doing at 5.
It's funny how DA was going on about how there was nothing wrong and the
Hey,
Iraqi forgot
hey,
videos, then he did the words King Crimson.
If you remember, I said sometimes he does, and then somebody super chatted or something. But I talked my.
I think that video got deleted, unless it's this one.
Unless the name just changed on it.
Is this the video, Furious? We need to see. Because if not, I'm just going to hit that video in 11 minutes.
I'm not going to say like everything this mom says is airtight. He's never said anything like, I ain't never said nothing like that.
No, it's not that one. I don't know where it is, man, because I think that channel got deleted.
Can you send a link?
If you know where it is, I'd be happy to do it. But like I said, I think that channel got deleted.
Furious, if you got a link, we'll take that link. I was about to say that's gonna be nursery rhymes, and that looks AI.
Yeah, I don't think that channel exists anymore.
I know somebody did it in a Discord. Let me see if it's still in there.
Yeah. I've never been a Final Fantasy fan. Never. Or a Final Fantasy 7 fan, I should say. Yeah, I've never been.
There you go.
Yep. That YouTube channel's terminated, so we would need something else. In the meantime, we will move to the next person.
My investigative skills are outmatched. Outmatched? No. I'm so smirked. Oh shit.
_Curry says, most of the Demon Slayer fans have Captain Mac rent-free in their Hida.
Good job, Robot Lady.
It's their demon to slay. And it's their demon time.
What? Oh, yeah. It was about an hour in, you said. So it must be Act 4. So about an hour in. Yeah, this is fine.
Usopp internally thinks that it'll be fine to lie. Nigga, what? Usopp's own scene is being shown to him, yet he thinks it's okay just to do the wrong thing then. Are you serious?
He wants Nami to survive. It's okay to lie if it means that your life gets spared.
This was them making fun of Luffy's dream.
This was, I will spare you if you do this thing. There are two different instances of what's happening here.
Serious? Is this not blatant? And I mean objective character aggression? The word
objective?
What's the problem?
First part of the scene is how Otama comes in literally out of thin air with the dog to save Nami. This is beyond an ass pull because Otama shouldn't be here. And Oti not hearing or
where should she be?
seeing a giant dog running in a straight line at her is a fucking stretch.
Isn't it a lot of stuff going on at the time, and Nami had just shocked her by saying Luffy's gonna be the Pirate King?
And you're not showing that it was a straight line. It could have been from around a corner.
Jan says.
Could have been out of a hole in the
Nami
building.
to die. He don't want to have to tell Luffy she died for him. Are you serious?
This scene does too much bad and it's too much weird shit to actually make it work. After this scene, because Oti is an actual retard, she doesn't chase after the dog but asks her brother to do so, which Oda just lampshades twice. By Oda lampshading the absurdity of Nami escaping, it tells me, the competent viewer, that he forced this moment to happen by his dick and balls and had no way of making it happen 1% more naturally. Sanji gets trapped by Black Maria.
We've been shown that Oti is very reliant on page 1 and she wants his attention. So it's gonna be like, hey, that person hurt me, go deal with them. I see nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. Next, Zoro cuts a poo when he takes the antibodies. Chopper creatively says the counter to ice is fire. Who would have thought? Then Kaido lifts up Onigashima.
No, it's not the counter to ice, it's the ice oni. So it could have been anything. A warm bath is the counter to ice, as we've seen in the Aokiji thing. But who's to say that that would work? Here it does work. So that's not. I don't accept that.
A setup that will not be paid off. Oda then
Okay, use of R word tells me everything I need to know about this dude.
Go back to that thing.
Who would have thought? Then Kaido lifts up Onigashima, a setup that will not be paid off.
But the whole thing was he was going to smash them on the while they're having their celebration,
and it was prevented because of the actions of the fight.
Yeah, no, that was a setup.
That's the payoff. It doesn't happen.
Yeah.
It's like saying he set up the bird cage and there's no payoff because they beat him and the bird cage dropped.
And sets up the battles for the Tobi Roppo. I used to think chapter 999 and 1000 were probably the best chapters in all of Wano, but that was when I was blind. This chapter cements the character assassination of Whitebeard. Unironically, Whitebeard not sliding for Vaughn does tragic damage to his character. From the literal moment we're introduced to Whitebeard, we learn that you cannot mess with any of his crew because voila, he'll go apeshit. This point is further developed with Garp's talk with Ace and Impo Down. Whitebeard even ignores the reasonable sentiments from Ace about how he got himself into this. Whitebeard knew Kaido and thought of Oda and his family. After hearing of his death years later, why would you not go and check on Wano to make sure the rest of Odin's family weren't erased off the map? Marco,
At Racketeering Rat says,
would you?
I think I remember this guy evoking the name of Drizzt. Don't quote me on it though, trying to make sure not to spread misinfo. DA.
which is Oda,
misinformation is bad.
Brings up how it would endanger many lives. Again, the Whitebeard that was characterized in the pre-time skip would care less
bad. Stop the blur, buddy. You already
about
showed it.
random lives compared to his own family. What we're left to gather is that Whitebeard never moved on Wano because he heard the information late, people would get hurt in bad timing. That's just not a real justification for anything though. Simply because there was more than just Odin that could have gotten hurt, and not checking on them is a huge betrayal of the prior characterization. Ace went to Wano before joining Whitebeard.
Was Odin in I can't remember if he was actually part of Whitebeard's crew.
He was.
Okay.
His crew, I believe. Therefore, he would have and could have told Whitebeard about the fucked up state of Wano. After hearing that children are going sick because they have to drink poisoned water, Whitebeard 100% would have slid no matter what. No matter what a person could say for why Whitebeard did not go, there are 3 times as many reasons for why Whitebeard should have gone.
Oh yeah, no info goes in or out of Wano.
But him
I
going
forgot
Ace would have told him.
Ace would have told who?
Whitebeard about the state of Wano.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's fair.
Gone. Moving on, we get the best episode of One Piece out of these 2 chapters. This is easily my favorite episode, and I know it's a lot of other people's as well. Some things I generally don't like is how Yamato was written into the story last minute, yet she knows literally everything about Odin and Luffy's dream. This is definitely a real character and not as a random self-insert.
Self-insert of whom? Oda?
Yamato not mentioning Roger here is also a contrivance to keep the conversation positive because Ace would have crashed out about that. Besides that, try to remember this because I think the idea of Luffy having a secret goal nobody knows about until the
mentioning what?
Mentioning Roger.
In what way?
I don't know.
Roger here is also a contrivance to keep the...
Oh yeah, we're done here. This is an hour, by the way.
No, go back.
episode, and I know it's a lot of other people's as well. Some things I generally don't like is how Yamato was written into the story last minute, yet she knows literally everything about Odin and Luffy's dream. This is definitely a real character and not as a random self-insert. Yamato...
They don't know Luffy's dream because only the Straw Hats know them when he told... Oh, no, because Ace knows, and Ace would tell them. I see no problem with that if that's the case.
Not mentioning Roger here is also a contrivance to keep the conversation positive because Ace would have crashed out about that. Besides that...
Not mentioning Roger here.
In the journal, there was a great man who said the same thing. Of course, I wouldn't love him. Your brother is incredible. Oh, there was a great man that said the same thing. It would have been Roger said the same thing. And it not mentioning Roger as the great man to prevent the crash out of Ace.
Why would that be a crash out?
Because he didn't like Roger.
But what would that have resulted in?
A crash out.
Him just going, hey, don't say that name? It's not like he goes into a frenzy when he hears the name Roger. And this hurts because it's like Wano's just like for me. I'm not trying to defend Wano, but when you got stuff like that, it's just like,
oh, Furious, we need a new video because we went to the next person. Send the video. How about yep, okay, that's cool. 4:30.
Squid the Cynic sounds familiar.
Even though we've been done up multiple times for Black Clover. Multiple times.
Hey, that buff was putting in a whole episode.
Okay. Carlo can't win. Let's stop the auction and find the next person.
At Racketeering-Rat says, what's y'all's rating of Wano, by the way?
Like a 6. 6.5 on a good day.
Odin helps it a lot, but the fights are rough. Once the raids start, there's a lot of issues.
I love Robin's fight. I could probably count the fights I enjoyed on one hand.
I forgot Frankie had a fight. I was looking for something. You know where to post a video. This ain't your first rodeo, Jirobo.
So Jirobo cannot win. So What's Your King video. Oops.
Big ups. Good job.
Why Black Clover Shouldn't Exist, I think it was called. I think I'm going to have to type that out because it's not going to do it cleanly with all the rest of that text.
Shouldn't Exist is crazy. It's just an anime.
$4.30.
All right, it's on the list if I'm not mistaken.
That's crazy.
Doesn't need to be a noble. In fact, the most powerful man in the entire those with the most military power don't need to be nobles, and in fact, the most powerful man in the entire kingdom doesn't need to be a noble. So it's really weird. I mean, it's weird that they sometimes say, "Oh, like being nobility is important. Nobles are big dick."
Being a nobility is important because it means you're born with greater mana, or more than likely have the capacity for greater mana control, all that stuff. That's why Noelle, despite her overwhelming mana, is seen as a failure because she lacks the control.
And the people that are not nobles who are super strong are seen as the anomalies. So they're the exception, not the rule.
And just so to counter that, people that are not nobility that end up super strong would also be seen as the exception to the rule. Because even someone like Yuno is technically nobility from a different kingdom. So his overwhelming mana makes a lot of sense if you think of him as nobility.
And then sometimes they're like, whatever, take it or leave it. Also, I'm
when did they do that?
confused as to the message they're trying to imply. Again, with inconsistencies, I don't really even know how I'm supposed to feel about nobles in Black Clover, because a lot of the time, you know, like, best example is the king.
But you're supposed to feel about nobles how you feel about, let's say, rich people in our world.
Right, Aries.
There's some rich people that are just like, everybody, I got mine. There's some people that are philanthropists. You can't just be like, rich people are this, when there's a big gamut of rich people. So you don't go put them all in a bubble and just go, I don't know how to feel about rich people. It's like, no, I don't know how to feel about rich people who are like Elon Musk, who are just like, I'm on top of the world. I got so much money that it just doesn't even matter what I do. And then somebody who has $500,000 in the bank, that's somebody who's quote unquote rich, but I wouldn't feel the same way about them as I would about an Elon Musk. So you can't just put everybody in the same bubble of rich and how do I feel about them? And you're just going noble. How do I feel about nobles? Well, they show you nobles that are you supposed to feel about one way, and you show you nobles that you're supposed to feel about another way. It's
because
not
they're
one
people.
monolith thing.
They're not.
Yes.
They're a category
not a title.
of people.
It's not just a title that puts you into this bubble of how you're supposed to react to them.
Oh yeah, I did. See, I'm not going through the super chats. That's my fault. So love. Oh, that's because you didn't attach a video to it. Unless it's in questions. Yeah, you didn't attach a video to it. It just says bribe. Give me the video. Like, put it in the section.
That it? The Carlo? Or Love One Piece? Who was it?
It's a scam.
Well, it is a scam, yes.
There's no Love One Piece.
Okay, I thought it was Carlo. Yeah.
No. Give me the in video.
Known to be, you know, morally bankrupt, not good people, but at the same time, they're also the most useful. I mean, they're usually more powerful.
That's why.
Yeah.
It's the same thing, just like you have so many resources to help the kingdom, so it leads to that arrogance, it leads to that type of stuff.
So I don't understand what I'm supposed to feel about royalty.
No, you're not. You're supposed to feel something about the individual who happens to be royalty,
yes,
as opposed to the monolith of royalty.
Like, we I don't know how we're supposed to feel about celestial dragons. Yeah, that's just like, nah, f them all except for that one dude.
Silverheartain says, "What's my place in line BTB?"
You are like second or third up. It's like going, I don't know how I'm supposed to feel about black people. Because this black person was a criminal. So there's like 15 black people I've seen that are criminals. Well, what about the 700 million that aren't? Well, I don't know how I'm supposed to feel. Shut the fuck up!
I mean, on the one hand, they'll show me them being bad and petty and selfish. But on the other hand, it's like, well, they are the best. So I don't know, maybe
they're petty and selfish because they're the best. And then they get put in their place and they go, well, maybe we're not the best. Maybe we're just also people that should be helping the kingdom. So you've got your good nobility and you've got your rotten nobility. Just like you've got your good peasants and you got your rotten peasants.
When the invasion happened, Fugolion was just like, hey, y'all got to cut this out and just start helping people. It's not about higher rank and lower rank. This dude out here putting in work and y'all standing here.
It's okay. So there's some inconsistencies everywhere in this anime, and
that inconsistency. I don't know how.
I personally don't know how to feel about these people, so it's inconsistent. What?
I dislike that. I think everyone probably dislikes inconsistencies in anime. Next up, though, let's talk about something that I know.
Okay, yeah, the animation I don't really care about.
That's crazy.
How long were we supposed to be watching this video? You want quite
At
a bit.
MF_Curry says, "Racist and MAGA people, I wonder if that black person is licensed pilot and black women are the stupidity feminists."
Legitimately!
Supposed to root for him, right? He's supposed to be my protagonist, my window into this world, and the person who I want to succeed. The problem is, that is not at all what he's built up to be for me.
He's in a world of magic. He doesn't have magic, and he desperately wants to be the best person in the... Where are we?
I perceive Asta as selfish beyond belief.
I mean, he has a goal that requires him to be the best at a thing, and he wants to do that, but He's so willing to help people.
I think anybody that has a goal that requires them to be above another would have to be selfish. Like, if your goal is to be the CEO of a company, it has to come at the expense.
Dragon Instinct Goku. Dragon Instinct Goku.
YouTube is a scam. Is that a video? Is that by an artist?
Or are you just saying that as you give YouTube money?
But thank you for the super chat. Yeah, so like if you are the CEO, you know, you got the president, you got the vice president, these people might all be clamoring for the CEO, but you become that. Naturally, you had to supersede the other people in order to get that role. Like, if you want to be successful, it might come at the expense of others. So if you're talking about that in terms of selfishness,
let's hear him.
That's just the way it is.
He wants the power and prestige of being Wizard King, despite being a weak nobody and not at all having a suitable power set for that position.
How is it selfish to go, I want to be the best, so I'm going to work hard in order to be the best? It's not like I'm due it, I'm owed it, get out of my way because this is mine.
So does he think that only nobles should be the Wizard King? Because he doesn't have the power set to handle it like the nobles do?
This is horrible.
Now, here's the thing. He gets, you know, his OP chosen one power later on, but he wanted to be Wizard King even before that. What the fuck was this little idiot gonna do to protect Clover Kingdom with just his six-pack? Nothing. Now let's talk.
No, but that was before like you said, before he got his actual magic. We was just like, oh, I'm gonna get a grimoire and then I'm gonna figure out my magic. And we saw him constantly just going, shoot a beam, no, breathe fire. No, he's still trying to figure out what his magic is. He's not going, I'm gonna be the magicless Wizard King. I'm gonna find my magic. That's where the despair comes from. Him just going, dang, I guess I'm cooked. I can't be the Wizard King. I got no magic. This can't happen. Then he gets a grimoire, which allows him to fight. And he goes, oh no, I'm back in the game, baby.
I almost despaired, but thanks, you know, for snapping me out of it. He's about to start fighting the dude, and his grimoire comes. And then it's like, I do have a magic that is going to be useful, and I can do it with
He
it.
is acting like a noble like he is describing.
Exactly.
About his stupid chosen one power that he didn't earn. Well, for starters, he didn't earn it. I mean, no one can argue that. It was just given to him.
All magic is given to everybody! So his anti-magic is given to him! What's the difference? You know, just gets a grimoire that's a four-leaf clover. What did he do to earn it except be born great? What are you talking about?
That is a complaint to complain.
This is a goofy complaint.
Pretty sure there are characters in the show that are like, why the fuck do you even have those swords? You shouldn't have them. Now,
yeah, the elves
understand it.
No, the elves are going, why do you have that? That's supposed to be for the elves.
No, I'm saying before that moment, everybody else just, nobody was like, you shouldn't have this. What does earn it mean to these people?
That are just granted spells in books.
Asta was ready to give up his arms for Vanessa, which again ruins his chances of being the magician king. Where's the selflessness? Yeah. But he just going, well, you got a goal, so you're selfish. And then he moved on.
Now, I don't know that it's necessarily overpowered. I mean, it is pretty overpowered in function. I mean, he's able to...
You said that it was overpowered chosen one power. And now you're just like, well, I'm going to run back the thing that I just said, and I could add it out and make it better and cleaner and make myself not seem like a flip-flopper.
It's overpowered in the way that if I touch you, you're done. But I have to touch you. And the problem is, he runs up on a lot of people that are hard to touch.
Despair Man was cooking them.
Fight on equal terms with people who should be way more powerful than him. But here's the thing. Do not come to me and say, well, Asta doesn't even have magic. Motherfucker, yes, Asta does have magic. Functionally, in universe, anti-magic is just magic. It's different than other magic, but every magic that we're shown is unique. Everyone has magic unique to them.
So what's the problem?
Easily be another character that we have, especially since the show implies that there's many more kingdoms.
At GamerAss 5331 says, Black Clover hate during this time was the most forced give me views shit ever.
Yeah,
Ever.
Industry plant fuse out this world.
Really be another character out there somewhere in the universe that just has magic that is anti-magic.
The Wizard King said that he's never seen something like this.
A noted magic otaku.
The Wizard King. No.
And he said, this anti-magic sword is literally draining my magic. So if someone has the magic of anti-magic, there's a very good chance that Asta sword would drain them.
Maybe absorption magic that can absorb anyone's magic or just cancel their magic.
That's a different thing than the anti-magic thing that Asta has.
People scanned him and went, you have 0.
Oh yeah, we're way past what we should have been doing.
Yeah, that's bonkers.
That might end up being a video, y'all.
Yeah, I mean, it's on the list already, so it's just been on there forever.
It's been on there forever. YouTube is a scam. Okay, got that.
It is a scam.
At 120.
Part 10. Are we in Marineford? Shabody. I was close. Nah, not really.
You were 2 arcs away.
Yeah.
Return. This, coupled with the fact that he was crushed by a building, created the perfect storm of circumstances.
4945 says, no, for anti-magic to appear, it was necessary for a demon without magic to drown in pure hatred for 15 years. How do you recreate something like that?
Just do it. What's the problem?
There's many demons and many kingdoms and many black darkness evil. Duh.
Memes. We're doing memes next.
Stands for his defeat.
So I'm closing this auction. We're gonna run one more and then we're done. I think somebody got off on some small points. 905 points they won with. Because all these 100K muffs are cooked.
A second of the video.
And their shadows ultimate reuniting. But
I love you.
What led me to my conclusions in the last video were the following. This panel taken from chapter 456, wherein Moria specifically says, and I quote, "That's right, no matter how defiant a person is, their shadows are obedient to me." This told me that willpower had nothing to do with it, but perhaps I read into that wrong. Moreover, this also led
that just says that he's never encountered a person that had that happen.
Me to believe that by default,
I have to assume if he got whooped by Kaido.
Yeah, he can just take that.
The shadows were servants of him. He even demonstrates this by commanding Luffy's shadow in that very chapter, which would explain to me why the shadows were only with Luffy for a limited time and why they would be with Moria indefinitely, as it is part of his devil fruit power. Also, there's a specific manga panel in chapter 463 wherein Moria explains, and once again I quote, "Even if you beat me or kill me, the zombies simply lose their master. Their shadows stay where they are. My powers control the shadows. To get what you want, you'll have to make me tell the shadows to go back to their original owners, since I'm their current master. This therefore implies to me that even if Moria lost consciousness or his will, the shadows wouldn't return to their owners anyway. And to me, that sort of was the entire point of this particular dialogue exchange in the manga. And when I saw that it was contradicted at the very end, it sort of conflicted in my mind. So therefore, when I saw that Moria was losing consciousness and was about to be defeated, I was then surprised when the shadows went back to their owners. So I hope at the very least these two quotes being at the back of my head will inform you why I came to the conclusions that I did regarding the last video. Another comment that I saw claimed that I expect everything to be foreshadowed, and to that I say, I don't appreciate it when plot pivotal moments are dictated by coincidence. That's a preference I have.
We can't escape from this mother. Where does he come from? What mark?
Have had. I have no issue with anyone liking what they like, but for me, if things happen for no reason that dictate the conclusions to stories, then what's the point of being told the information beforehand leading up to that ending, if it doesn't inform the events of that climax?
What happened that... I feel like this would have worked better if we had seen the...
Thriller Bark review.
Because I'm just like, he's commenting on something that he got wrong before, but I don't know what he got wrong before, and he's correcting it. And I'm like, but I don't know how he was wrong before. And
it has been explained that some Devil Fruit users have their powers deactivated when they are knocked out. This is consistent. I think the inconsistency in his mind is that Moria explicitly said, unless I tell them to return to their master, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I don't know why he
Hope
did.
Dash Chan says, I like how he used Japanese text and only his quote was in English.
By facing all of the shadows and as their governor, that's the only way to make the wish come true. So in his mind, he's going, Moria said this, and then it didn't happen.
That dictate the conclusions to stories, then what's the point of being told the information beforehand leading up to that ending, if it doesn't inform the events of that climax? In other words, I don't expect...
The thing about that was he swallowed all the shadows and he did the
that's
jet shell, and then they expelled from him.
Yes, so as opposed to already being attached to a thing.
Yeah, he sucked up all the shadows on the island. That's what happened. And then he expelled them. So instead of having nowhere to go, they go back to their original. I see.
And then people pointed that out to him and he went, oh, this is why. But then I don't understand why he would be complaining about it now or trying to explain it now. Just like, oh, it happens by coincidence when it's shown in the thing. Especially considering the same thing happens with Luffy, where like you said, he's shoved with all those shadows, and then the shadows get expelled and they go back to their owner.
Yeah, it's if Moria's awake, it's just like you can't get your shadow back unless I go, But if I swallow it and you punch me in the stomach and it throws up, then it just goes away because it is no longer under my control.
Yeah, it's no longer governed. I'm just absorbing it. Forgot to mention this during my video, but Squid was fine with Naruto wanting to be Hokage despite being weak at the time, but ripped into Asta for wanting to be Wizard King because he's weak.
Ooh, that's bad. That's a contradiction, and that's not a good thing, man.
Stuff like Moria's devil fruit abilities to be foreshadowed when he's revealing or explaining to us what they are and how they work in the beginning. That's
are you expecting him to sit there and just go, here are all of my abilities and everything that they can and cannot do? There is an air of, we need to see these things. We need to see them being explored right here and now. He's just going, yeah, here's my abilities with the shadow stuff, but he's not going to be like, yeah, I can make a box that I can trap you in and I can mush the box and then I can make a bunch of bats, and that's not how you do something like
position, and it's vital for a story. What I do mind, however, is when there are techniques revealed at the last hour without explanation that change the course of events. For instance, imagine if when Luffy returned the second time...
No, not for instance. Explain what the issue is and then go for instance. I don't know what the problem is first and foremost.
Crocodile armed with all that Yuba water. Imagine, if you will, Luffy returned from the desert, but we had no idea how he got the water. He just has it. That would feel weird and contrived and wouldn't make sense.
I don't think him having a bucket of water would have been weird
in the slightest. In another way, what if I said Luffy suddenly
At
managed to...
4945 says, if an evil character says something that is contractive, he is lying. At least that's how I go about things like this.
become invincible and just beat him in one punch. That isn't foreshadowed, that isn't earned, and therefore it wouldn't make sense or be satisfying for a conclusion. And in a less extreme way than that, that's sort of how I saw the events unfold with the end of the Moria fight, as he introduced abilities that sort of came out of nowhere.
No, but those are his shadow ability. It's different from Luffy getting a barrel where you'd be like, how did he get that barrel? Where did it come from? As opposed to Moria having been 50 years old, having his ability for all this time, and it's inlaid within him, and it not being foreshadowed. That's a big difference in like a plot hole or plot contrivance of where did he get this thing that he should not have. Moria should have these shadow powers, but you're just going, we should know all the shadow powers just so they don't come out of nowhere. I wonder how he feels about Law, because Law is my issue with all of this, with his curtains and his Shock Willie and all this stuff.
He's wrong, by the way. Moria said, fine, take your shadow straw hat. I'll just let the new world take care of you. Moria was not a will. He said, F this, the others got y'all number. A character introducing his fighting style as time goes on is not out of nowhere. It's just we are slowly seeing more of the powers.
Yeah, so Mark getting that thing wrong of... Because either one, what I said or what you said, either one is just like, okay, cool, but he's just wrong. He's just big wrong.
Auction is going to end at the end of the next video. It's the final auction.
Again, I need to reiterate this. These are just my opinions, and if you loved what happened in the Moria arc, then I'm sincerely really happy that you exist. And
Pause. If they're your opinion, why are you defending them?
Yeah.
Just have them out there, be like, all right, whatever, move on.
Y'all got a problem with it? It is what it is. I'm out of here.
People to dislike anything. I'm just letting you know how I felt about it. And really, I'm not holding One Piece here to some sort of special standard. I'm consistent with this across everything I watch. It just so happens that One Piece is great at not breaking these rules that I enjoy. Something of note, however, that others mentioned time and again in the comments was that Moria was unconscious, and just like Croc and Alabasta, that should be enough for him to relinquish control of the shadows and his subsequent Devil Fruit abilities, which honestly would have been totally fine. I just got caught up in the aforementioned quotes thinking that specifically stated that couldn't happen, but perhaps I misinterpreted that. Regardless, I'm getting a little lost in the weeds here, and I just wanted to make it clear as to why I held the opinions I did about Moria. After AJ sent me more and more comments from you guys, they demonstrated a lot of things I didn't pay attention to,
says,
like the thematic.
And this is why you're sub 2000. You need to coddle every viewer to keep them around.
That's why we're never growing. We don't give y'all what y'all want.
I mean, more and more comments from you guys, they demonstrated a lot of things I didn't pay attention to, like the thematic relevance and elements that Moria offers the story in its horror aesthetic. With that said, however, this review is about Sambondi Archipelago.
Okay. Who's your favorite One Piece villain? His is Big Mom.
Big Mom. Big Mom.
It's always gonna be Big Mom. Mine is probably Crocodile.
That's a crazy
I
one.
love Croc. Okay. Enila's being amazing. We are at memes video at 808 and Heartbreaks.
This new manga.
It's funny because I am, like I said, at Thriller Bark, and I just have not gotten up to that part yet. They just introduced Perona in them.
As bland as people were saying, or
Moria was just like, all right,
says,
you think you can do it, then
video
go.
thumbnail that said that Big Mom is a fraud and shown to be a bad character.
I think that's on the list, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, Moria did just go, all right, you go. You think things have been tough so far, the real nightmare is waiting in the new world. What's this?
Is this new manga actually that awful?
Is this
Astro Royale?
If it was just an exaggeration. Okay, so there's this scene where Hibaru is fighting one of these powerful villains called Gaido, right? During the fight, we get to see the dude's back.
Oh, Jesus! Not this! Not Ant-Man!
Story, which made me feel kind of bad for him, even though he's, yeah, technically a bad guy. And there's also this scene
Technically, he's doing bad things!
Where there's a policeman who realizes how...
I hate
the swoops. I hate them.
Important his weapon actually is now that a lot of people have superpowers and he needs to protect regular citizens from these people. And again, you do kind of feel bad for the dude. And there's also this scene, you know, the moment that melted my freaking heart. Well, that moment kind of only happens because of all the character development she gets beforehand. When it comes to Hibaru, I think I kind of understand where people are
I mean, you're talking about a sequence of events, things happening. You're going, the thing here is because of the thing here. It's kind of the anti-market, just like, well, thing here didn't happen because of thing here. He's like, but thing happened because of thing here. It's like, well, sure, I guess.
This is
At Racketeering-Rat says, the Wano point of Whitebeard not pulling up to Wano doesn't seem to take into consideration that pulling up for Ace, potential second PK, is not the same as pulling up to a Yonko territory.
Yeah, Yonko do kind of just stay out of each other's way.
There's an argument to be made about the people of Wano are not his people.
I can see both sides.
Odin is dead, so like, what are we fighting for? Yeah, I'm not like, oh, he's wrong. I'm like, sure, if you want to take that opinion about that.
I believe it's a valid opinion that I do not agree with.
Definitely not the most original main character. There's one thing about him that I think really works. His objective isn't to become the leader or...
you see? It's good because he doesn't want to do these things. And then after a couple years, it's going to be... Somebody's going to make a video of like, in the age of people not having a goal, it's refreshing to see a main character having a goal.
We're a decade away from, we haven't had a character that's wanted a goal like this in quite a while.
And then we're going to get 20 series of people wanting goals, and then the next video is going to be in the age of people having goals. It's refreshing that people don't have a goal, and the cycle will continue forever.
or become the best or to prove something to someone. It's to reunite his family. And to me, that feels very, very different from a lot of shonen main characters like Naruto or Luffy.
The goal isn't the point of either of these characters. It's what the goal represents and the accomplishments they need to do in order to get to that goal. We gotta stop with this. Oh, it's so I do not care if the character has a goal. I care about the character. And this character sucks.
It's a goal to be the best in a certain field.
I don't care about that.
No, you say I don't care if the character has a goal. He has a goal, but it's not a goal.
Oh, yeah. I don't care if they have that type of goal. Yes.
Yeah, no, it just simply... I don't look at him more favorably because of this.
Yes.
And because of that, he's the kind of protagonist that
But you also have to realize that he needs strength in order to convince all of his brothers in order to come into the family, to reunite. He needs strength. So at the end of the day, he's going to be the strongest month in his family. So it's the same thing, but with different words.
Tries to empathize with others, even if they're his enemy. It doesn't always make him interesting, but it definitely gives a lot of tiny characters amazing development and really emotional stories.
Same character.
Like all the characters I mentioned before. And here's the really cool part. We get to meet a lot of these awesome secondary characters. So is this part of Astro Royale awful? Absolutely not.
We get to see a lot of characters?
And they get some development.
Go back. I think one of the people that he showed was just a dude that is just like, I got a big shield.
A lot of these awesome secondary characters.
With them, I think one of them months is just like, I got a shield, if I'm not mistaken. But the state of both of these months, you're using these and just like, oh, we get to see in Bug Eyes over there. I don't give a shit about him. This isn't a positive that we get to see Morph in Wikipedia stats. This is just somebody rocking up here just going, hey, it's a design.
He is a character.
He is here, so, that's a no, it's not a positive. Just to have more people.
Secondary characters. So is this part of Astro Royale awful? Absolutely not. Those are the three things people hate the most about this manga. But the truth is, there's something that interests me way more.
The art was terrible. Don't tell me he was bumping the art.
You can't bump the art.
It
was legitimately the worst art I've ever seen in a serialized manga. Legitimately, the worst art.
With Bill King?
Legitimately. The worst art I have ever seen in a serialized manga. I will take...
Sorry. I'm fighting you on build.
Do we need to do side by sides?
Let's go side by side.
Sorry, y'all. We're going on a mission.
Because you forgetting about Bill.
You're forgetting about...
I just saw it. How can I forget it?
I don't think you remember enough.
Yeah, Toriko, man.
I'm not arguing that it's good.
It's got 50 chapters?
Yes, sir.
For what?
Yeah, we'll just go 22 by 22. His design is dog.
Look at that.
His design is dog.
They don't look like they're in the same series. Look at this detailed muff and Fist of the North Star guy next to Goku with a thin nail on his cheek. Come on.
Again, I'm not saying it's good.
It's a in-house robot. He's trying to... You planned this. This was a setup. Unbelievable. Why did you would cheat like this? Dang, was it worse? Oh yeah, sip time.
I reiterate the word.
Racketeering Dash Rat says, even Mob Psycho is better than this.
I remember you had a whole dissertation about her crossing her legs when she was introduced. Yep. I reiterate, the worst art I have ever seen.
We'll have to do this another time.
Another time. We just gotta present like the 10 worst pages to each other and just be like, yo, y'all, which is worse?
That might be good as like a mock trial.
Ooh! Even bring the
audience
brothers
vote.
The audience gets a vote and the brothers get a vote.
That might be fun.
We might need to do that. It's all coming. Your super chat is YouTube is a scam. If you got a timestamp or a person that the creator, let me know. There's no more lists because it's about to end. These are just the people that cannot win the final auction.
I think that this something is the key to knowing if Astro Royale is really that terrible or not. For some reason, no one is talking about it. Imagine you're living in a peaceful city, doing whatever you're doing and
okay, we're done.
No, can we hear the art real quick?
Yeah, that's what I was looking for.
I think that was the plot part that you had the most.
Yeah, that's plot.
Yeah, so going over to the... Yeah,
art.
There it is.
Yeah, okay.
The problem is that the art in general is terrible. And if that's true, then this manga might definitely be as bad as people are saying. So I had to find out if the art actually looks that disgusting. Okay, check this out. This is a panel from the first chapter of the manga where you see the entire city destroyed after the meteor crash, right? And it's looking pretty good. Okay, this is a few chapters.
Sir, these people.
Yeah, they look
good.
plopped there.
They looked really
And
good.
that I remember that was a part of Bill King as well, where it's like, this is a good background, but it's just sort of a horrible chimera person.
City destroyed after the meteor crash, right? And it's looking pretty good. Okay, this is a few chapters later, and you know what? The design of the characters is kind of cool, to be honest. But what do we want?
What's cool about them? Is it the suits, the hairstyle, the neo-futuristic gangster? What about them? You can't just say cool when it's a guy with a goatee.
You know what? The design of the characters is kind of cool, to be honest. But what do we want from a battle shonen? Awesome looking battles, right? And some of these action scenes are actually looking really good. I mean, look at this part. It looks kind of sick. It looks kind of sick.
This mob is straight up, look at this. And that's all he got.
I don't think this looks sick. I think it's...
And it's looking sick art? Because you can draw some really metal blood eyes, all this other... But if you draw it poorly, it's like, it looks sick, but...
We should read Tokyo Revengers, because I feel like we get some videos out of it.
On the list.
Okay.
It's not a lie. And I know that a lot of people don't really like the design of the Astros, but personally, they kind of remind me of tribal tattoos, which I get it. It might not be for everyone, but personally, I think it's pretty aesthetically pretty. That's all I have to say. Listen, I personally really appreciate that the author has his own style and that the characters can look a little
Who
quirky.
doesn't
And
have
yes,
their
the
own
next
style?
are going crazy, but did it make me look forward to every new character? Absolutely. So is the art of Astro Royale anything special? No.
This
Is the art
month.
the worst thing I've ever seen? No.
Oh, you're lying.
This month, no, he's not lying.
No,
this
he's
month,
lying.
it's not the worst thing ever.
Says,
This month,
BG&D
wrong
has
order.
Tokyo Revengers because reasons, and also I think Astro Royale characters design are bad because it's same character designs as
We
Tokyo
can get
Revengers.
Peanut on that because he liked Tokyo.
And that'll be his thing.
But
we just need some for Chris.
But this month, is not the worst. Yeah, no, he wanted to like this. He wanted to be the contrarian. Yeah, it's cool. It's pretty sick. The designs are good. Like, Muff, you ain't say nothing.
Nothing.
Is that an Akatsuki money holder bag?
Yeah, that was cool.
No, it doesn't.
Handbag, yeah.
It's in Akatsuki.
Yeah.
If in
The Akatsuki has always had a great design.
No, it doesn't. It's black with some clouds.
I love the cloud.
Well, you.
I always have.
It sucks.
I disagree.
It's whatever.
It's good. You just won, so yours would be last.
No one said Peanut Sweet, and that's not how you spell his name.
Oh, that sucks, Raven. Oh, that sucks.
Can we give it to Raven? Raven didn't have...
We'll give it to Raven because they didn't get a chance. And literally a second before, after it ended.
And Furious, sorry, you had one already, and Iconic didn't.
Just tell us the title here, Jerobo. Tell us who the author is, the creator, and the timestamp. Because we are almost out of here. Oh no, there was one person before you, I believe. Yep. $2:45:01. It's so loud. 2:45:01.
And he energy. Once when Miras did that, Goku saw that he begun to fade as Goku looked towards him and said, Miras, stop! Please! Let me protect this! No, Goku, please! Let me protect
At least he's doing a Super Saiyan 4 voice.
Jay, where was your video? We did that one. I don't see your video anywhere. The designated areas, y'all.
There's one thing.
There's one thing. Yeah, your videos after
Have
Love
y'all
One
know
Piece.
anime balls deep because he is honestly not a good anime YouTuber, especially when he is Boruto fan.
Yeah, he just doesn't. There's not anything that we can do with him. I looked.
This universe always been the place I love the most, and seeing you here.
Why is he transparent?
Goku, you are the hero that this universe
All of
needs.
them are.
And once you
I
experience this moment, Goku,
Then let us know the name and the creator and all
achieve
that.
the power that no one can comprehend. Miras, no! Goodbye, Goku.
Oh, he's fading
Goku
away.
saw that Miras was fading away, and before he knows it,
Black
Miras
Goku?
has ceased to exist right in front of him. Goku was completely shocked and speechless. After witnessing this, Goku felt a rush of anger coming towards him, as he couldn't control his emotion and he felt a push, and next thing you know, he went and screamed.
Oh my God! What?
That's a really derp
I was face palming like this. I wasn't looking.
That's a really derp face.
The perspective is of somebody who is just learning to draw.
Just let us know the title and the creator and the timestamp.
And he screamed.
This is a worthless design. This is a design of no worth.
The yellow and white look fine together.
Yeah, no. It's just, there's nothing going on. There's nothing special about this design. It is.
He ain't got his heart in it.
It's Dragon Ball AF Super Saiyan 5 without the Super Saiyan 3 hair.
Pause.
At J-T3E2Y says, everything great about Black Clover Part 1, EP 1 to 15. Watch
What's
from
the
start.
name?
Oh, I think this is Angel Essence Goku. Because the Angel just died. I gotta think of something with Angel.
It's not Angel Essence. This seems like a newer one. Oh, 5 years ago. That might be Angel Essence, though.
Yeah, I think this is one of the Angel ones. Why would you do an eye catcher?
To a character that's not here.
Goku has now transformed into his Super Saiyan 4 Master Ultra Instinct. As he has now mastered his Ultra Instinct.
Never
But
mind.
for what price? It was the price of his friend, as Mears had to go and sacrifice himself just so then Goku can go and master his Ultra Instinct.
Why did that
and
allow
raise
it?
up towards Moro and protect the universe that Mears really loved. Upon seeing
More
his new
words.
transformation, Moro didn't know how to react, as he was looking at a Super Saiyan 4 Master Ultra Instinct for the very first time and said, "What is this power? Moro, I won't ever forgive you. Because of you, my friend Mears had to die."
You
Foolish
cannot keep that voice up long term, T23.
And they're both
you know
similar.
it.
Listen to him.
Because of you, my friend Mears had to die. Foolish
At
Saiyan.
icon of 5420 says, are you sure you don't want to give it to at the True Furious Fridging?
Yeah, no. He had one already. It was 1 second later. You lost by 8
We'll
points.
do them both. We'll do them both.
Just add the shit.
As for your forgiveness to begin with, thanks to absorbing his power, I managed to go and steal some of his ki. Behold the power of your friend Goku.
Ultra Instinct Mirrors? Or Moro?
Sure.
Sure, it's great.
That's not his design.
Are you sure his eyes weren't
Now
like
you're
that?
going to die. Before he can unleash his attack, Goku came instantly right in front of him as he grabbed his arm and he
You
broke
can't
his
have him power up and catch the immediate L.
Legitimate. Oh, you ain't ready for this. And then he's exceptionally ready for it. What?
Upon seeing Goku's super speed, he couldn't believe it as Goku went and decked him in his face and it got him sent flying meters away.
You got cooked.
Yeah, after bolstering, like, oh, you.
After
I got your
powering up.
friend's power.
Yeah, this is nothing. Oh no, I am slain.
Just from that one strike, Moro was badly hurt as he got up and he began to get very angry. He then went and rushed towards Goku, but Goku went and kicked him in his mouth. And from there he went and rushed at him and started to beat the shit out of Moro. As Moro couldn't counter Goku's attack. It was
Whoa,
too much for
Goku
him
came
to
instantly
handle.
in front of him.
Even
Not what I
after
expected to
absorbing
hear.
Mears' power, Moro tried to do everything he can to overpower.
He can't
Master
do anything.
Ultra
It's already
Goku,
over.
but Goku's power was superior compared to him, as he continued to go and attack Moro non-stop. From there, Moro went and powered up another.
Oh, we're done. Jesus Christ!
This month and his fight scenes are so long.
They're awful. They're the worst part of him. Okay, we got this one, and then we do Love Cats, and then we got the last 2 or 3.
I don't think this is going to be very funny.
606.
This lives and
At
dies by the
ILCats-Easy4ZF
Deku impersonation.
says, T23 has really bad understanding of Goku as a character.
Yes.
Today we start 6 ad, and I want to answer
The fact that you need to censor that means that
it makes it funnier, really.
Any questions you may have on the topic. And remember, no question is a dumb question.
Why are your boobs out?
What a dumb question.
that was a very obvious setup and joke.
The revealing design of my hero costume has very important benefits to my powers.
Like what?
Next question.
Is it true that you have an only?
I'm not answering that in a room full of children.
She does. I'm subbed. I have a question.
They're all good voices.
Yeah.
I will, if nothing else, they are all good voices. We censor ourselves because this guy doesn't like cursing. Yeah. That's literally it. Anytime, if there's ever a video, well, when I do a video of just myself of doing things, there will be swears in it. But he does not like swearing. So as kids, I learned to self-censor myself around him to respect his
mama that was initially just like, don't no
yeah,
cursing.
of course mama was no cursing, but you don't like cursing. So
and then I got it from her is what I'm saying. Don't put it on me.
No. She didn't not like cursing. She didn't want us kids to curse because she knew we were going to be cursing around each other. It's just she didn't want adults to hear it. You don't like cursing
because of that.
Yeah, it came from that, but like again, when it's just us two together.
Time. We're telling our backstory.
True that you and Professor Aizawa hooked up in the faculty bathroom?
Again, I'm not answering that.
Yes.
Hey!
Sorry, I must have been sleep talking.
Next question.
What's your body count?
Next question.
We got it!
Yes, he is the sexy teacher.
And
they are asking questions pertaining to her sexiness.
This scene comes from when they're talking about the midterms.
No, auction is done. I need to stop the timer, as a matter of fact. That was the final auction. There is no other winners. There is nothing else going on.
Iconic timestamp and title is good, so long as we can find it.
Yes, title, timestamp,
creator, if it's kind of like not specific enough. One Piece review, 4 minutes. It's like, who?
Timer. That's what we need. Stop that timer. There's no more auctions. We are done.
Do it, Klepto.
Yes.
Oh my god. Does anyone have a question that doesn't have to do with my life? Or my hero costume?
Ew! What is Mineta doing under his...
This is also from the midterms.
Again, all the voices are good.
Yes. The editing is good.
I feel like if I were younger, I would greatly enjoy this. If I was...
This seems like second or third wave abridging back in the day where you had Yu-Gi-Oh! Bridge, Yu Yu Hakusho, Naruto, those, and then you got the people that were inspired by them, and then you got the people that were inspired by the people that were inspired by them.
Yes.
This seems like third wave abridging back then.
What the hell is wrong with this class?
Alright, class, time for basic morality. As a hero, you'll be forced to make some...
The voices are really good.
Difficult decisions while in the field. For example, if given the choice between saving the president...
I'm happy that we're away from the sex stuff. Now it's just like, okay, this is more generalized.
Yes.
President of the United States and 10 babies. Who would you save?
What race are the babies?
What the hell does that matter?
Well, because maybe they... I'm not racist, I swear.
Are the babies baptized?
Not sure.
Pause. That was not a good punchline
No.
for that joke.
No.
That matters either, but let's just say half of the babies are baptized.
Okay, I'd save the 5 baptized babies.
Alright. Wait, why just 5? If you choose the babies, you can save all 10 babies.
5 of them chose not to be saved.
Okay,
That's not bad.
That's a good joke.
That's not bad.
5 of them chose not to be saved. That's a good joke.
Yes. If this was 7 minutes of chuckles, that would have been a bigger laugh. But
Yes.
this has been like, so I'm not in the mood to laugh.
But that was a good joke.
At MF_Curry says, Mutants' baby lives matter.
Seeing a bad parody hurts because I feel like we can try a little bit better than this. Like if you wanted to make a joke about him being racist, do more with it. And it may even be that throughout the series he's been a quasi-racist, and this is just if you're
the culmination.
Yeah, if you know the series, you know that his character he's low-key racist.
But we would need to. I don't understand his mindset of why he would ask that. If the punchline just I'm not racist.
That's dark.
Which president would we be saving?
Would that change your answer?
No, but I think it would change Bakugo's.
Kanye 2025!
All right, class. Today we're going to be learning about addressing each other as our proper pronouns.
Oh, this can't. Oh, this might be bad. Oh, this might be bad. Oh no, he ain't losing it. He's cracking. It's over. He's done so.
Oh no.
For example, I identify as she, her. We'll each take turns.
That was good editing.
It clipped us for a second.
Pronouns.
Let's see.
For example, I identify as she,
Right.
her.
Yeah. You can see the frame.
But that kind of thing where it's in an angle is difficult to do.
Yes. Yep, that's what it.
Yeah, there we go. It just sort of bam, there it is.
Identify as she, her. We'll each take turns sharing the pronouns we would like to be identified as.
I would also like to identify as she, her.
So I can peep on girls and go in the bathroom and blah blah blah.
That's very brave of you, Minetta.
Thank you, Professor. Can I go to the girls' bathroom now?
No, you may not.
I would like to identify as they, them because my tentacles have a mind of their own.
Okay. Would you also like to identify as non-binary?
Does that mean he's gay?
What? No, I'm not gay.
Great. Now everyone thinks we like men.
What if we do like men?
I don't like men.
I do.
I identify as Jeffrey Dahmer.
Bakugo, you can't identify as a registered...
Oh no. He's losing. It's so not good. He's losing it. Oh no. He's he really thinks that was not funny. Oh, this is real. Oh no, he's losing it. Oh no! This is his villain origin story.
Oh my goodness!
This is very good to certain people. We are not the demographic this is for. There is a demographic this is for, and I'm sure it's hitting hard. Just like black comedies, dark comedies are really for me. I love Ready or Not. Ready or Not is not for everybody. But it was so for me.
I thought when you said black comedy, I'm like, Soul Blade?
Oh no.
Serial killer.
Are you denying my identity, Professor? You're sounding real serial phobic.
Yeah, Bakugo should be able...
That should have been the end. There should be no escalation past serial phobic.
...to identify as whoever he likes. Fine. You can identify as Jeffrey Dahmer.
Does that mean he's gay?
It was a wraparound for the thing, and I feel like that's fine.
All right, class. Today we're
At
going to be
Overlord
choosing a
Silverheartine
class
says,
Oh, the
I
anime
meant the
voice.
anime bois. I'm a minute behind.
president. Anyone who would like to campaign can feel free to do so. In the meantime, Midnight and I are going to be in the teacher's lounge. I'll be back to tally the votes.
If you vote for me as class president, I would do my best.
It's a good they're all great voices.
And it would really help me with my self-confidence.
Shut the f*** up, Deku!
Oh.
Vote me as your class president, because a vote for me is a vote for God.
What if I'm atheist?
Then you can burn in hell.
That's a bit harsh.
If you vote for me, I'll...
Wasn't a joke.
Yeah, she's just Christian girl, overtly Christian girl.
Well, that's not very nice.
build a wall and delete all the normies!
I think you mean deport.
I know what I said!
Look, class, it has always been my dream to become class president. My brother recently passed away, and on his deathbed, I promised him that I would become a leader just like he was. If you vote me as your class president, I will bring justice and order to our school. And I promise, from the bottom of my heart, to lead you to a better future!
vote for me, I'll change the girls' dress code to either swimsuits, lingerie, or maid costumes for the rest of the year.
They can't enforce that!
All right, the votes are in. And the winner is... Mineta.
Let's go! The election was rigged! Storm the principal's office!
Sure. But who is Bakugo?
Oh boy. Oh boy. I would have liked to stop the count a little bit more. Oh boy. That not my brand of comedy.
That's
I will
not
say that.
our brand of comedy.
Is this the same one that had the Deku that was just like, I've been falling for a really long time? I found that to be funny. Hey, go there, the one at the top right. I think that's what it is.
Yeah, no, same.
Okay. No, yeah, go there and skim. Yeah, I'm a failure. Yeah, no, yeah. Play that. I think that's good.
I can't believe they even
At
let your kind on this
Spicy
property.
says, I will say a lot of Abridged start pretty rough, like if you go back to Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged first episode, it was pretty rough.
It was rough.
At the same time, that was 20 years ago.
Oh, that's a bit
But yeah,
racist.
absolutely.
I would say
A lot of places got to get their footing, got to
Yeah.
get their characters right.
Don't you think? I mean, we're all human, right? Huh?
If I get the slightest chance to kill you during the exam, don't think I won't jump at the opportunity.
Did anyone else hear that? No? Oh. No. I can't let his death threats get to me. I have a quirk now. From here on out, I'm going to be a hero. And I'm not going to let anyone get in my way. I'm a failure. After all that hard work. I'm sorry, All Might. I'm sorry, Mom. This must be why Dad left. He said he was just going out for milk, but he never came back. Now he's off at sea with some other boy. I don't blame him. I mean, who trips on their own shoe? How am I supposed to fight villains? I can't even fight gravity. No wonder Kachan bullies me. He's been right all these years. I'm a sad, pathetic, worthless normie with no skills or bitches. An NPC, a side character, an extra, a sidekick's sidekick, a Krillin, All Might's #1 dick rider, broccoli. God, I've been falling for a long time. This is really gonna hurt.
Though he may.
That's fine.
Yeah, that's fine. It was a little long, but it's fine. 1720.
Not our brand of comedy.
Yo, it's right here.
Yes, that's all it is.
We're gonna go with Meadow M here. Battle intellect is insane. Cars going up against Conan. Damn. Another matchup where I'm stuck. Like I said, Detective Conan is in the L types of conversations for me as a detective. But Cars is so smart that nobody in JoJo's Part 2 was able to stop him. They had to send him to outer space, as I've said earlier.
He was
I
super
feel like
smart. He was
Cars'
strong. He couldn't be.
smarts are more pointed to his
You're going smart.
battle IQ than his overall IQ. I think Conan has overall just a greater IQ.
There should
and
be
just
no
being able
battle.
to read humans and how they interact. Somebody like Detective Conan would be able to predict what Joseph is about to do.
Do you have any examples of things that Conan has
That
done?
is not accurate. He would not be able to predict that.
Before he even gets sent to outer space. If he had
No, that's not what would happen.
How could you predict it when he
At Carlo Ramo 2154 says, look up Cars IQ.
Joseph was just like, that was by accident. He didn't expect that, so there was nothing to predict because there was no plan there.
Conan would not predict it. Like, the best you can have for Conan is he'll set a trap for the killer once he understands who the killer is, and this is the only way he can get the evidence. So he'll make a note of just like, oh my gosh, they're awake, and then the killer goes to try to kill them or something, and then everybody's in the room, that type of stuff. No.
Cars' abilities. That's how smart Conan is. I think I'm gonna go with Conan here. Mayuri Kurosuchi going up against L. These are getting so tough. Think I might have to go with L. Because even though Kurosuchi has figured out so many different things in the Bleach verse, you can make an argument that he's not even the greatest scientist in the Bleach verse.
Hey, but L caught the L from his friend.
L, there's no debate that he's the greatest detective in Death Note.
He caught the L!
But the greatest detective in Death Note, how do we know that that would translate into the greatest detective in Bleach? Just because you're the best in your own verse, like Luffy's the strongest, one of the strongest in his verse, Kaido. Whoever, the Gorosei, whoever you say is number one in One Piece, they're getting stomped by Nappa. So it's not equivalent. It doesn't work like that, dude.
Talk about, well, Nier and Mello together were able to... Let's get serious. L already knew that Light was Kira. This seems blasphemous.
And that's why he gave up everything for him and then told him his actual name and got killed by it.
He couldn't prove it was the thing. So even if he did know it, because it's profiling. So that's just a thing.
A detective is not a scientist. You can have really good problem solving, but you may not be able to create. A scientist can create.
But I'm gonna go L. Shikaku going up against Conan.
I'm literally, were you watching 1,000-Year Blood War, and he literally made a drug that could literally reset your brain traveling back in time? It's some bush. Yeah, but L knew who the bad guy was.
I'm going with Conan. L going up against the...
No. I would not say Conan. You're putting too much emphasis on detective skills, figuring out who the killer is based on the clues laid out. Shika is setting traps 20 steps ahead of mother. That's not the same thing. He's analyzing the battle in real time and making plans based on that. The clues are set for Conan. Like there's one really early on where Ron doesn't know which door is hers, so she's opening a bunch of doors, and then she gets attempted murder on one. And he's like, there must have been something in there that she saw that the killer wants. And he figured out that it was somebody in a fat suit because the killer could only be someone that's kind of skinny. And he was changing, and he was skinny at the time. So Ron had to go. That's the type of Conan's on.
Getting caught, like, people saw me as a great big fat person.
Legitimately.
Dang, that's smart.
They've always known he was a fat dude. He was a fat dude all throughout, but changing, he was not in the fat suit, and she saw it for a split second, so she had to go, because she was the only one that could point out he wasn't really fat if she thought about it hard enough.
Because I was always thinking, like, if I ever wanted to do a crime, I'd be like, put on a dreadlock wig,
yes,
take that off, shave the face, completely different person.
Yes.
Or, short hair, bald cap on, take off the bald cap, normal hair.
Or be a fat dude, fast for like a month, lose like 30, 40 pounds. It looks way different.
Yeah, no, it's...
And
that's crazy.
That's the time Conan's on.
That's crazy.
Shika should be way above that.
Lush, oh my gosh, bro. Now, if we set up a scenario where L is trying to figure out...
You're on this detective! You're trying to figure out smarter, and the only way you quantify smarter is deduction.
There's plenty of different...
There's so many different avenues for intelligence.
If Zero is a Lucianot, would L be able to pull it off? Because he's dealing with a different power than the Death Note, he's dealing with the Gias. It would definitely be interesting to watch. I'm honestly not sure who to take between these two. L is so smart as a detective, but as a general and just a battle strategist and just a strategist overall, Lelouch is one of the greatest to ever do it. So I'm gonna go with Lelouch here. And the only reason why I say...
But you say that he's one of the best generals to ever do it, but L is the best detective in verse. That doesn't equate to be like, that's why I'm voting for him because he's the best.
Zero says, wait a minute, DA, if I commit a crime, what are you trying to say?
No, listen.
Everyone has those types of thoughts.
I watch a lot of crime shows, true crime and all that, and people will just rock up into gas stations in a stolen car, same clothes, using their credit card. It's just like, you're not even trying. So But then you have the people that are just like, I'm bleaching everything.
Yeah.
I'm burning down the house.
You got a month like, I'm going out to a bar with friends. He has a bike parked outside. It's like, my car has been here the entire night. No, my friends drove me here.
Somebody recorded themselves playing a game.
Oh yeah, no, he just got caught. Yep.
Yeah, recorded himself playing a game, put it on YouTube as a live video as he was live streaming, quote unquote, killed his girlfriend and was like, I was here.
And he thought he was so smart because he was leaving clues just like, I might kill that bitch or all that stuff.
But that type of thing, you just go, okay, that's thought out, as opposed to somebody just going, I'll kill you, and then I'll just go to in dinner with the blood on my shoes, tracking. It's stupid. So there are ways to at least stall it. And there's people that they'll just kill somebody and they'll live in the same house for days. Like it's nothing, leaving DNA everywhere. And just
wasn't there somebody that killed an old person and took their like social security checks and lived in their house?
That type of thing.
There was some dude, his grandma had just died. And he was taking all her social security checks. She died of natural causes. But she needed to renew. So he went up in there and dressed as her.
And then you see the side by side. It's just like, yep, that would have fooled me 100%.
Man, oh man, you want to talk about
Oh, Jesus.
Intriguing set pieces look no further than a statue on top of whatever the heck that thing is.
The giant skull.
Yeah, it looks cool.
I like this old dude. Seems like a real lad, even after getting blasted in the face by Asta. Take a win for being a kind dude.
He's a preacher. What? But at the same time,
obvious reasons.
That baby could have been a different path if you catch him adrift.
At Carlo Limo 2154 says, how many video are left?
We got 2 here, and then there's one person. No, there's 2 people that won. It was Feather and Furious. We were doing both of those, so 4 videos left. But we haven't gotten anything from either of them, so.
Oh boy, that's some beautiful scenery.
Oh, it's scenery shots. No, I was thinking voice, but now I was like, this is Asta's first voice role, so we're at least not gonna get that. You go beautiful scenery, then you got that in horrible PNG barely cutting in dirt, and you ignoring it?
Getting our first introduction to this world's magic, or whatever it's going to be referred to as, and oh, heads up, I haven't seen a single episode of this, so bear with me as I learn everything and forgive any small mistakes.
So we're seeing the thing that the world is based upon entirely, and that somehow that's a win for them not withholding it for 80 episodes?
Must be.
What the
And of course, if you can't forgive that, I can't forgive you if you don't hit that subscribe button and hit the bell while you're at it. Around 70% of my regular viewers have yet to subscribe, so be sure to do that and ensure you don't miss out on so much greatness coming real soon.
Yeah, I'll beat that subscribe button like the subscribe button.
Hey!
Scenery shot.
He's worthless,
You
y'all.
just did a scenery thing.
He's so not worth.
Did a scenery
His
thing.
worth is non-existent.
What are you gonna say?
Okay, so I'm going to be completely honest, that definitely is very grating to my ears after hearing it 20 times so far. In fact, if I'm being honest, I actually wrote about
At
it
Racketeering-Rat says, DA wishing he'd commit a crime on that subscribe button, SMH.
being as bad as I thought it would be, and then came back several minutes later, and it's pretty bad. So I'll simply focus on other things naturally, and I'm told it calms down after 10 episodes from now, which is great.
Hey, why even do this during anime wins? Why not save this for an anime sans? Since you're, both of them.
But all you said that it is grating. What is grating about it?
But for now, I'm enjoying learning more about Asta, getting a first glimpse at magic, and learning more about the world in general.
Learning.
What do you think?
Whatever. What? Press play. Whatever.
Not running on the spot. Okay, that was pretty slick. Those of you who know this channel know that I really dig what I call continuous shots, where it appears as though the camera doesn't cut away, and that looked great. Kawaii!
She is a lady of the cloth, sir.
The dub voice is better. The dub in general is better, honestly.
Also, though, it's nice to see comedic moments in this anime. This has now been the third instance already. I know most shonen have them. I'm just glad when I see it, as it would feel odd with none.
So shonen have comedies.
And it's nice to see it here, too. Dang!
Is it good to see characters and colors and voices and music?
Fights?
Like, just that's your bar is so low?
What's his Patreon at these days? Because he was getting a bag last time we checked. He was getting a bag.
Go down to that. Wait, go back.
He is getting a bag.
Go down right there. Badly explaining the entire plot of My Hero Academia. Your recommended is shot.
Oh yeah,
they're gonna be thinking that you just like oh this is the My Hero comedy guy.
Oh yeah,
we got you, big
I gotta
guy.
delete my history. Yep, got it. Thanks for reminding me.
At Carlo Limo 2154 says, "Wait, I also won another video. I did win a bid."
Oh yeah, you didn't point them to your video. You know this. You did it before. Give me your videos. What are y'all doing?
Black Clover Day.
I hate YouTube sometimes, dude.
It's fine.
Like I hate it. Love it. Cause what are they
Where
using?
would we be without YouTube? That wasn't bad.
That wasn't bad. It made me laugh.
I could be in a My Hero Academia parody with that one.
Oh, I'm a huge fan of anime that don't delve too much into exposition. They definitely could have chosen to reveal loads right there to get it out into the story, but instead gave just a little tidbit, and I appreciate that as it wets my inquisitive whistle.
It's a setup, dang.
I also like how they show us that Asta is trying extremely hard in order to gain his magical powers. He's desperate to get them.
that's the thing.
And it will make the payoff eventually, if he does get them, that much sweeter.
Pause, wait a second. And you see, I hate that. If he does get them. But with the yelling, you go, yeah, I've heard this so many times and I've listened and I'm going back. So in that case,
Rat says, participation trophy, ding.
But in that case, you're writing as if you've seen all of this episode at least. And in this case, you're writing as if you haven't seen anything yet.
We have gotten done up multiple times by Black Clover. Why do y'all keep giving us Black Clover?
It's crazy. They don't want us around.
They don't want us around multiple times. Those two videos that we put up have went down twice, y'all. Twice. Oh yeah, he's not here. That's my fault. I ain't do it. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'm not doing it in incognito because then I would get ads because I'm on Chrome. Though, with my new computer, Firefox might not be broken anymore. And if that's the case, maybe I will do it. See you later, Double O. Stop coming to these. Stop. Allegedly, blah 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 blah. Yep. Okay. Video taken down, dang. Yeah, y'all just want more of them. We've gotten 3 to 4 Black Clover things. What are y'all doing?
Credit where it's due, they actually drew all 32 of these people wearing different clothing and such.
Sure, we're out of here. But they, whatever. Yeah. Stop talking. We're out of here. Yeah.
Working for my money.
He's making $60K a year. It's disgusting.
Probably more like 52 after tax.
It's disgusting.
But that's still
disgusting.
For this.
I guess that would be it. Yeah, it's gotta be. At 17 minutes.
Approach. They don't ever try and listen and understand the root of his pain, or
That
why or
voice,
how
dude.
compelled he feels to do these things. The members of the Taka are much more receptive to Sasuke's struggles, and Sasuke.
Don't talk to me about these mother.
This should be a 16-minute video. This dude is
recognizes that. Suigetsu and Jugo don't aim to save Sasuke. They understand what he's been through and where he's going. They support him. The closest we've gotten to that from the members of the Konoha faction is when Naruto and Sasuke clash, and Kakashi makes an astute observation. He says that it is the history of repeated accumulating hatred that has caused the Sasuke before them. Naruto and Sakura are seeing with their own eyes that Sasuke is a victim of the times they live in. Kakashi mentions the problem.
But what about the other people, like Naruto, who should have hatred? And is also growing up in the times that y'all live in. And it's not this. Yeah. Stop excusing this mother for being a piece of he's garbage. Stop it.
The shinobi world. This is sympathy that has been needed for Sasuke. Naruto does sympathize with his friend, but he still never seems to fully put himself in his friend's shoes. Sasuke is
At
a
Racketeering
victim.
Rat says, his voice makes sleep more attractive and not in a good way.
But could you not also see it from the other perspective, where Sasuke is not seeing it from Naruto's perspective of, I am alone and you are the biggest connection that I have? He's not trying to talk to him either. They're not trying to have a dialogue. So neither are understanding either of them. So don't put it on Naruto.
It's all on Naruto. It's never like, why is Sasuke trying to understand Sakura or Naruto or anybody else? It's always Naruto's got to understand that move.
As powerful and as threatening as he is the series' ultimate victim. Just like Kakashi himself is a victim, and just like Naruto.
The ultimate victim is of a dude that is just like, he mined him for no reason. It's his own, it's some dude's doing, as opposed to him being hated by thousands of people in a village and having one small infraction of he took a scroll that he factually can't use because he can't even do a simple jutsu. Let's kill him now.
It's done, so we're done with this prank.
It's on site with this
Get the pitchforks because they're going through him tonight.
I was telling my son Choji, we killing this boy because I'm Choji's father.
And this is what I want to be doing right now.
I am not saying this under duress.
Of my free will, I wish to kill the child known as Naruto.
No one is suffering more than him, and I'm gonna make sure of that.
All of their collective losses, their loneliness, is a direct result of the shinobi world. And Kakashi has always had his pulse on the root of the shinobi problem. He said it back at the Land of Waves when Sasuke
but yet he participates in it. Curious. No, but seriously though, he's legit just like, nah, it is what it is. It's like, okay,
ninjas are tools, whatever.
Yeah, you're not trying to stop this as the top 3 strongest month in the village. You can't teach them as, look, y'all is gonna have to do some things you don't want to do, but you do have your own free will. He's just like, nah, it is what it is. They died as tools, but did they really though? Think about it. Themes, you know what I'm saying?
And such.
Asked him if he shared the same sentiment that shinobi should be tools. And he said that ninja live with that dichotomy of not wanting to be tools, but at the same time wanting to fulfill their life's purpose. Kakashi knows that the system is the problem. He knows firsthand after his father took his own life.
Then why doesn't he try to change that system? Why does he
Naruto.
simply participate in it?
Naruto still training up child soldiers. Chunin exams. It is a fight still.
Konoha is a problem, but rarely he shows Sasuke that sympathy, even though he of all people
At
should understand a bit of
racketeering-rats.
what's
Yeah, okay, so maybe he sucks.
Damn, what did Naruto do to them this mad this time?
Damn, what did he do to make them that mad?
in the Sasuke retrieval arc, Choji's dad goes and like, the pills are stolen. In Naruto, it's time to die.
I got laid off in Naruto. Everything in his life that's bad.
He's just looking for any excuse.
Honey, you're in bed with another man.
In Naruto, fox bastard.
He made me impotent.
his fear.
But go back. Here's what I wanted to say.
Sympathy, even though he of life, that Konoha is a
Suck
problem,
my
but
dick.
rarely
That's
he
my
shows
request
Sasuke
to
that
you.
sympathy, even though he of all people should understand a bit of what Sasuke is feeling.
Pause.
Sasuke has to say,
Kakashi tried. And Sasuke was like, I'm not trying to hear any of that.
None of that noise.
I will kill everybody that you love when they're already dead. And he just went, oh, dang. Peace.
Well, I'm still out.
I'm still going. But
you could not reach me, Sensei.
He tried. And at this point, it's Gran Torino was just like, sometimes Mubs gotta die.
It is what it is.
This is after the 5 Kage where he is a terrorist. It's just like, okay, you rocked up there, tried to kill 5 leaders. You know what that would do to the entire economy? We wouldn't be able to recover. So you gotta go.
for the consequences of all the hatred before him. To continue to jump forward, after Sasuke speaks to the Hokage and with a reanimated Itachi, the young Uchiha decides that he would like to save the village, according to Itachi's will. Sasuke's story is always so fascinating because, regardless of what Itachi did, he doesn't hold the hatred that you'd think he would for his older brother. Instead, he is flooded with memories of his kind and gentle brother.
No, but he does!
Yeah, until, like, he gets the information.
Yes, that was when he was just like, okay, so he didn't do all those things for bad reasons. Why after the moment where it's just like, okay, so all the things that he did was purely for me, for my growth, for me to be a hero. It's the village that's the problem. So why would he be like, okay, so from the ages of 0 to, what was he here, like 9?
Something like
Itachi was cool. And then for one night, he killed everybody and then punched me in the stomach and I fell over. I came back. I tried to kill him. He punched me in the stomach and minded me. And then I realized, okay, that's why he did all those things. And he was the hero. Why would he be mad? That makes no sense. There's no correlation there.
We have 3 videos left.
He decides to save the village and reform it in honor of his brother and his family. Again, Sasuke's capacity, his
At
propensity for
Hope-Chan says, because he keeps getting told to do something to someone else for something else by
Yes,
someone else.
it is always just, okay, you're directionless, now just point over there. It's like
That's
spinner.
your direction.
love is much greater than his propensity to hate. That's just the way he's built. That's his nature.
What?
And to reform it in honor of his brother and his family. Again, Sasuke's capacity, his propensity for love is much greater than his propensity to hate.
I'ma wipe out every Kage and every ninja here, cause then we'll have peace. Me, the dictator Sasuke.
The world will be under my peace. There's no conversation there. There is no trying to figure out what makes things best. It is simply, I rule by fear. Y'all will hate me and come after me, and then everybody will be at peace.
That's just the way he's built. That's his nature. And with that, he also declares that he would like to become Hokage. Now, of course, the series is called Naruto. He was always going to be the Hokage, always. But I truly think
Not necessarily,
Sasuke
because
wasn't deserving.
even though Shaman King is called Yo was not the Shaman King. There's no guarantee that somebody will fulfill their dream like that.
Yeah. Or Sasuke could have been it pre-Naruto, and Naruto could have got it after him. Naruto could have been a short time Hokage like Kakashi was. Who knows?
Of that title.
Could have been
Kiba. The title
No, it couldn't have.
Close enough to that position to bring
A lot of that, man.
and be in a position of power. Sasuke has seen and has lived all sides of Shinobi. He has many qualities that I believe would make him worthy of that title. Sasuke is...
What do you mean he's seen all sides of Shinobi? Couldn't you say that Naruto has also seen that? Kakashi,
No,
Sakura?
he hasn't seen the murderous side where I'm a murder some mobs.
He was the only one who was searching for what it means to be a shinobi, for what the Hokage intended a village to be. He has tried to understand the inner workings of the system. He's lived in the village. He's felt what it's like to fight for something greater than one's clan.
This motherfucker is just yapping.
You think way too highly of this man.
He's the only one trying to be a ninja. What the ever, man.
At Racketeering-Rat says, I keep forgetting that the weird lines on Itachi's face aren't wrinkles.
No, they're just their character aesthetic. Cool. Awesome. Sasuke is really cool.
Sasuke. Really cool.
Sasuke, sorry.
Yeah, please get it right. Naruto.
Believe it.
Believe it.
Now, name-wise, Nezuko's holds a rather similar level of depth.
Yeah, this might be a gong. I'm sorry. Betty does something to me.
The name Nezuko means spring, and spring means coming forth from her demonic... Shut up.
Shut up.
To her design, as excluding the Ko character in her name, as it simply is the feminine version of child, we have Nezu, likely taken from Gonezu, the alternative name for the Yabudamaru, or Japanese snowball flower, which is not only a species of flower...
But it's already broken because you say it's likely taken from this.
Yeah.
So all of these, your analyzation here is just, it could all just be wrong.
What if he just liked the name? What if the creator just liked the way Nezuko
Sometimes
sounded?
a mob name is just Frank.
And there's no, the hot dog. No. He just wanted a mob named Frank in his story.
That is known as a deciduous shrub, as they shed or bloom depending on the season, similar to how Nezuko shifts her consciousness and the future shedding of her demonic essence.
Yo! I do not ever want to do this, man. Because his type of analysis is something I find worthless to the things I want to see in analysis video. I don't give a about their name being foreshadowing the way their characters are. Just like I don't care. I don't give about the personality matches the thing power. I don't give a about that. Give me this. Just make it good.
This does not make her name more poignant just because you can interpret.
And it doesn't make her actions more poignant because it ties into her name.
Leo, that is exactly how Japanese
What is your
work.
problem, Leo? Do you not understand?
Time, Leo.
Yeah.
As well, the Japanese snowball flower can be a symbol of determination and purity within Hanakatoba, or the Japanese language of flowers, likely due to its snow-white color blooming in the hot summer months. As well, the buds of these flowers can also be a reddish pink, which match up very well with Nezuko's own general color scheme. Though, breaking the Nezu portion of her name into its two characters, this connects very well with her role and her future in the series, as the Ne portion of her name comes from the character that can either mean sacred object, idol, or mausoleum, usually one for a family member, signifying Nezuko's importance to Tanjiro, as she is not only someone he considers...
At Racketeering-Rat says, why is it that motherfuckers always use fun facts and frame them as some kind of good writing?
Because they need to.
Who likes this? I would like to have a conversation with the person that likes this type of thing. And what does it do for them?
What does this do?
Great value, but also is the last remaining family member and the last remnant of his previous life. As well, the Zoo portion of her name can also mean bean, and it's not just because she's adorable. It likely relates back to Setsuban, a traditional celebration in Japan in which people throw roasted soybeans either outside of their home or have family members donning oni or demon masks in a ritual to banish away their bad luck and welcome in the good luck.
So you're just like, oh, sacred being child. So that means that this is a good character because of the pink colors and the flowers and the
banishing
circle.
away the Oni masks of both herself and Tanjiro.
I could never imagine thinking like this.
My brain doesn't work this way.
This is absolutely insane.
This works not only with Nezuko's own character arc, but also how her blood demon art works.
It's a completely different place than I thought he was going. I thought it was just the demons and banishing him.
Name of Kamado, while not being uniquely hers, works very well with these connections, as the first portion of the name essentially means charcoal-fueled stove or furnace, and the second character means door or doorway.
Pause.
They sold charcoal.
Nope, that can't be it. It relates to fire being the doorway to defeat the path to defeat the demons, as if you're opening a door.
The fire, the sun is the doorway to fire.
Mm-hmm. The fire burns within us.
This is a reference to their family business, as they would sell wood or charcoal for.
It's just it is your function. I thought that based upon the sacred being child, that it would be something deeper. But no, it is simply that they sell stuff. Okay, my bad.
Furnaces, but also ties back to the relation to sun breathing and
I got woo-wop. It's the double bluff.
Ichi means number 1 and go is for guardian. In this essay I will explain how Ichigo's name 234 Quincy rocking up to fight and die back to is not the worst fucking thing ever written.
Legitimately, there was a second sparrow under the sparrow.
Ichi Sugikuni, as it is the Kamado family who pass on the Hinokami Kagura, or Dance of the Fire God, through their generations as a secret way of keeping sun breathing alive for the future, without Muzan being able to catch on. This makes the Kamado family...
In my joke video, I said Muzan!
In a way, the fuel which keeps the flame...
The fuel! It's the fuel that keeps them away! So it was actually all three. It is the literal thing, the metaphorical thing, and then it's both.
The theme thing.
Burning bright. That same flame that would go on to take two shapes. Firstly, Tanjiro's own ability as a swordsman, and second, as Nezuko's blood demon art. This of course being exploding blood. What exploding blood is a demon art developed by Nezuko that allows her to ignite her own blood into a blazing pink inferno. This flame, or at least its effects, does seem to originate from her affinity with sun breathing thanks to the Hinokami Kagura tradition.
Why do they have an affinity for sun breathing?
Hey, don't just say that. Explain that. Because they're all just something random. They're all just... And Daki just, her obi, her sash is just... What does that have to do with her? She was a prostitute that was killed. So, I think...
Dash Rat says, she didn't develop shit, she just has it.
She just has it!
Traditions that she was raised with. As we know, breathing styles do have an influence over the type of blood demon art you develop when becoming a demon, as Kokushibo and Kaguya both have blood demon arts that are essentially bringing their breathing style elements into reality, though this sun-born flame does not burn like a regular fire. Instead, it fuels itself almost entirely on demonic creations.
We're out of here. Who could possibly...
That was quite the roller coaster. The last name is their role, but also it's the fuel. Wait, come back, sit down. It's the
I got
fuel for defeating Muzan. So the truck. Wait.
We are at 5:19.
Oh wow,
one of these videos. We're too old for these videos.
We're too old for these videos, y'all.
I said it was a debate to wonder if Kishimoto was a good writer. Give me a break. You can see this with various amounts of things, sports, media, education, etc., where you see plenty of people calling a professional bad at their respective craft. You are allowed to criticize certain aspects of someone's craft, but to say they are outright bad at what they do is beyond stupid.
Yeah, no, so if you're a professional, you can't be bad at a thing.
You can be bad.
No, you factually just can't be.
There are professional programmers that are just bad.
And you're wrong for saying that they're bad. You should not believe your lying eyes.
You're telling. So, what do you believe that draft busts are? When a player gets selected high in a draft and they are not good players, and they leave the league within 2 or 3 years, can you say they are bad?
Can't write a series that millions know and love and say that the writer is bad. If the
I don't give a
Yeah.
Justin Bieber makes bad music. He sold billions.
Come on. You can't have this argument.
Transformers is a bad series of movies. They made billions.
All it takes is one thing that you don't like that is popular that just breaks this down so completely.
Popular thing can't be bad. Otherwise, why would it be popular?
Because it's popular. So it can't be bad. So you're wrong.
writing was so butt cheeks, it wouldn't get that popular or be a part of Shonen Jump.
Yes, it would! Bad things get in Shonen Jump all the time! Do you mean to tell me there's never been a single series you've read or watched that you went, wow, this is bad, and it ended up being a super popular thing? Has there never been a game you've played that has sold a lot of copies where you went, wow, this is a bad game? Astro Royale got in Jump and had 50 chapters. Twilight must be good. It made a lot of money.
Samurai 8 was in that bit.
We know what that was.
Everyone will be able to see it from a mile away. Naruto is one of the most iconic anime in the world, but since some of y'all took a literary class in high school, you think you can call all of the writing bad. The
At
actual
Lester 5424 says, delicious, now that is peak stupidity.
for this guy calling it bad is also extremely stupid. The first thing he talks about is specific moments in the story that make him question Kishimoto's abilities. And let me tell you, if certain moments in the story that can be seen as questionable writing is the sole reason why someone is a bad writer, then we can apply similar logic to other things.
No, that's just 4 things he pointed out. He could be pointing out 100 things, but he picked the 4 things he wanted to talk about.
He's not going only these 4 things, and therefore this dude is so bad faith.
Anytime Stephen Curry misses a 3, we can diminish his status as the best shooter.
Hey, if Steph Curry missed 50 threes in a row, moms would be like, does he still got it or not? And then if he missed the next 500, moms would go, he sucks!
And call him a bad one. If Mr. Beast has a couple videos that don't get 100 million views, we can call him a bad YouTuber.
No, he's a bad YouTuber to begin with!
This dude is this is one of these people that's like, you just factually don't understand what's going on here.
I think you see the point that I'm getting at.
No, I see the point, but it's a bad point. You made a bad point.
These guys wouldn't be at the top of their respective crafts if they weren't good at it.
Yes, they would!
Okay.
Well, that's not Steph Curry, because sports are a different thing. They have a competition.
It's a numbers thing.
It's a numbers thing. They're good at their thing. You can be a popular YouTuber and be at it. You just gotta connect to enough people in order for them to enjoy what you're doing.
Who was that? Jinx, the super bad actor. Hassan, he left.
This guy is unironically equating quality with quantity.
Yes! Hassan gets up and leaves and he has 30,000 people watching him.
He's equating quality with numbers. How could Mr. Beast be a bad YouTuber when he has such good numbers? The quality of his videos can be bad. Yes. So when this mom's talking about the quality of the writing, you're going, it's got so many numbers.
Yeah, it's so
that's such a horrible argument.
Another reason he talked about is that the editor suggested Kishimoto some ideas, the main one being Sasuke. So because the now taking away from
what did they say in regards to what Sasuke and all of that?
Main author. Editors always help their mangaka. It's their job.
What was his argument?
We can't escape from this mother. Where does he come from? What mark?
If they weren't helping them, why would they be there? Also, are we now saying that the editor wrote all of those parts in Naruto with Sasuke?
No, okay.
Oh, Kishimoto still had to be the one writing it. Bro, some of y'all really don't know how writing works. The guy in the video is using a flawed perspective to look at it all. We know that a lot of Shippuden is Naruto trying to save Sasuke, but it's not like these ideas were fully fleshed out from chapter 3. The editor didn't know how big of a role Sasuke will play in the series. None of them did. There are a lot of moving parts.
No, but the argument could be made that Kishimoto did not know where his story was going. So if not for Sasuke, the story would be 100% different. So that is a part of this dude is a bad writer because he did not know where the story was going once he started the drafts of his story.
A full-fledged story where new ideas are created or original ideas are scrapped as the series progresses. So it's BS to say that the editor was working overtime and saved Kishimoto. Next take, you need to tell them to subscribe. Oh
yeah. If the editor suggested a Sasuke, it kind of saved Naruto.
A whole character.
How can you say the writer is bad? He went to writing school. You didn't. Argument over.
It's crazy.
Like, yeah, if you go, you should include this a character that's blankety blank blank. And then Kishimoto does. And it becomes his most popular character. He kind of say that move.
It will be 100%. This isn't just the editor was just like, hey, put in Senior Pink's backstory. Take it or leave it, whatever. Same story. The story is not the story without Sasuke.
Yeah, subscribe if you're new and you're enjoying the video. On to the next take, which is, oh my gosh, it's from a TikTok live again. I've seen this list going around a lot, and it's pretty mid to say the least. Yet I've seen multiple creators try to defend it. From what I can gather, this list is basically talking about characters who are considered hardworking and those who are simply gifted.
Of course. You didn't look into what it was about before you started?
You shouldn't have to assume.
This is anime hot takes. You don't know what the take is.
All being completely honest, a lot of these characters are probably some mix of both to an extent. So the list should actually be more like a spectrum. But ignoring that idea, some of these classifications are just dumb. Why is Gojo and hardworking when he's admitted that most of Jujutsu sorcery is just raw talent? Sure, Gojo trained is limitless, but he was already born broken. Curse you.
No, but they showed that the dude that took over his body couldn't use purple like he could. Therefore, he would have to work hard in order to do that.
It's the same thing with Goku, where Ginyu took over his body. It's like, what's my power level? Jason's like, you're at like 20k. That ain't nothing, boss. What are you doing?
Shivering their timbers when they saw Gojo walking in the street. Throughout most of hidden inventory, he was
the TikTok booms are not hitting, sir.
Portrayed to be the prodigy who was just really strong without having to train like someone getting ready for badminton. So I'd personally say that this man is more gifted than hardworking. Another one who I think is wrong is Goku. I'm not gonna say that Goku is the definition of hard work, but he's pretty dang close to it. A lot of people
Vegeta
just forget that Saiyans are not.
No, Vegeta works harder than him, so you can't say he's the definition of hard work. And yet Goku is stronger than Vegeta most of the times.
Super strong off the bat. They have to train to get a lot stronger. I feel like
no, they do have to train to get a lot stronger, but a human cannot get 50 times stronger by getting mad.
Yes. They have an inlaid world destruction ability that humans just can't match. I don't think Tien can blow up the earth, and he's probably the strongest human right now.
Power level thing. See, Roshi was able to blow up the moon with a power level underneath 100. They calculated the size of the moon versus the size of the earth and calculated that you need a power level around 10,000 in order to destroy the earth.
That doesn't make sense.
Would you like me to show you the calculation?
No, I don't. The calculations are the calculations.
Excellent.
I feel like that does not make sense.
Vine boom.
Warped perception on the progression of Saiyans in the series and that they get super strong super quickly. That's something Frieza's race does when Frieza does like 3 push-ups and unlocks a new form on par with Super Saiyan.
Tien can't get that ambiguous off-screen training gains.
Yeah, no, he doesn't get that. He doesn't get the handy. We're out of here. Last video.
Into this dude's channel because holy crap. Carried by animation, Demon Slayer, no!
Oh yeah, no.
I might have to. Triggered. Power scaling is not bush.
It is kind of bush.
Team 4-Star ruined it. Good hard-working power scalers out there busting their chops for nothing.
I would have It says episode 1.
It's my demon time.
It is my demon time.
Is episode 1 no longer around, or is it the boys' promise?
No, that's. Oh no, that's algorithm stuff. I think that is it. The boys' promise.
Okay. Yep, first episode. Again, we've been done up multiple times for Black Clover, y'all. Y'all are killing us here.
Alright, let me guess. This is the motherfucker that defeated the Nine Tails. Oh shit, I mean the Demon King from destroying the village hidden in the middle of fucking nowhere, right?
Oh, Naruto. It's like Naruto.
It is like Naruto.
Do you know?
Hey, why would they be showing him if not on top of a giant skull if he wasn't important?
Keep in mind also, while we're watching this, that this muff said, I just be messing with them. I don't really believe it like that.
And Overlord Silverheartains says, if Naruto or Sasuke were a girl, is it a wild take to say they would have gotten married, and people would call Naruto the best shonen love story ever? That's
100%.
not crazy, right?
100%. If Kishi wasn't a coward, they'd be together now.
But it's always the issue of I'm so much smarter than this. I know where you're going with this already.
Yes, it's going into a movie and going, I know the turtles are gonna defeat Shredder. Who cares? Watch
they're
the
gonna
movie.
get together at the end of the movie. It's like, shut up.
Enjoy the ride. Or don't. I don't know.
Interesting. And he wouldn't so happen to been defeated by one of those
He really cannot speak well. He cannot articulate well because he has a lot of those tics that you see in our community.
Funimation ding.
Macaulay, Wizard, Hokage.
The jokes, the same.
You see, because it's similar to Naruto, you see, and therefore it's bad. Because you can't be a thing without being another thing. And if you are that thing, you're bad.
Wizard motherfuckers. Fuck it. Move on.
He's really bad.
Yeah, no.
I'm glad he's moved away from this, because this is not.
He hasn't moved too far away from this, though.
There you go.
The boys.
Starting to think you would never calm down.
Let's keep pausing, because we've been getting done up.
Holy shit. The main two characters survived the catastrophe?
No, that's not what happened.
Catastrophe.
There was no catastrophe, sir. What are you talking about? He thinks that the village has gotten attacked like the Nine Tails attacked in Naruto. And I guess that statue just happened yesterday. And they just erected it and these boys survived that attack. Because that's not what happened.
That's what happened.
That's not what happened. What are you doing?
Who else but Yuno and Asta?
Babies. They're like in Naruto.
No, but they survived the catastrophe.
Yeah, and they're babies. And just like Naruto and Sasuke, and they survived. So it's the same. Two criticisms, both the same. He says chakra. Oh, yelling. No, he's fine. Dallas does a good job.
Lord Hokage, it's an emergency.
Oh. Is this it?
Is this all he got?
Holy crap!
This isn't even the same.
It's not! He's not causing mischief!
I hope you're not bothering me with some trivia.
Boo!
I think that
I got time for calligraphy, but you ain't got time to muff and check in on the.
I think the dub's fine. What are you booing for? I don't understand. It's a good dub. Good dub voice.
Don't tell me it's Naruto again.
It is Naruto again.
Ah, damn it, that Naruto.
One day.
He sucks. He
ain't got nothing.
It's been a minute. And
it's just been, I'm smarter than the show and Naruto.
I'm smarter than the show because I've seen it before because it's like Naruto.
I'll be the Wizard King, and I'll make you the
Oh, Wizard King. He's gonna eat that right the up.
That's why I'm asking. Will you please marry me?
And my future dream is to be the greatest Hokage. Then the whole village will stop disrespecting me and start treating me like I'm somebody.
The-
Somebody
Hey,
important.
He wants to be.
All right, Brooke.
Triggered.
Oh, they're making this shit way too fucking easy, man.
Yeah. It's having a dream and saying your dream.
At
Dang.
Harvard says, he's so predictable.
This is so bad.
It's
y'all.
really, really bad. Even for the time, it was bad. What could be possible?
Sakura hits
Please.
Naruto when he asks her
I
out.
was gonna say the water dragon jutsu.
Who do you think's right? Who do you think's right?
It's gonna be yours.
Bitch, how you sorry and you blatantly pulled out your book, turned to page 56, and used water magic fist on a dude? Like,
You can still apologize for that. You can pick up a thing pillow, throw it at somebody, it hit them in the face and knock them over. You can go, oh my bad, I'm sorry.
Magic is so common in this world. It's just a reflex where it'd be like danger, boom.
you not sorry. Like, miss me with that shit.
He is sorry.
Neither.
That's what I said last night when I bro, chill. This is YouTube. Relax.
Come on. How many times does she have to
Sasuke.
turn you down?
Hey, shit. Shooters gotta shoot. But also, you should also know that when a girl says no, she means no, bruh.
Why are you sticking your nose?
Oh, hell no. Not another one of these fucking characters. Like, bruh, how many times we gonna have this Sasuke-like character that's a rival to the main character and he's tall, can get bitches, and he's talented? Like,
Sasuke wasn't tall.
Yeah, I was about to say he's about the same height as Naruto.
hey, bruh, does the author of these mangas not
Arthur.
think that ugly niggas can get bitches and get strong?
These are children around him. There's been no attraction by a woman as of right now. You're implanting this one.
I can name a couple instances where an ugly nigga was my rival and he got more bitches than me and was stronger. Like, and I ain't even scared to admit, hey,
Stronger? What are you in? What journey are you on, Triggs?
admit that shit. I don't get no fucks.
That's simple, really. Because you're noisy, you're short, you lack both composure and tolerance, and there's not really anything about you that appeals to women.
And you know, you're boring as hell, have no personality.
You heard him say a line that you got no personality. We're out of here.
Yeah, this is terrible.
This is
Can we
really
check
bad.
the comments real quick? I love how he puts his scene from Naruto without any words. I personally think the Sharingan and the Scarlet Eye compares to the. Can we?
Trust me, I know. I'm one of the people that believe Naruto is literally a knockoff of Hunter x Hunter.
A young hero is what happens in Shonen because it appeals to young boys.
The homo pedo?
Cool.
The evil organization. This is such basic thinking that you can't have an evil organization without you instantly go, just like Naruto.
Just like Hunter x Hunter. All right, we're out of here. Yeah, we gotta start getting ready, really. When are we going to the
nobody's
thing?
saying
At
anything.
Racketeering-Rat says, when the triggered is so dumb that you don't say anything but just look at him with despair.
He's just so dumb.
He's really dumb.
And he's only gotten marginally better.
Yeah, so we're out of here. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday. Next week, either the return of the Naruto or the Trigger dumb artist, depending on which one we're feeling. It'll be one of those. And then
April Fools is still chugging on. Please look forward to it.
June Pro Fools.
Maypro 2027. Fools.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to talk to you about it afterwards. Yep. So Weekend Boys next week. We did the DSP stream, so there was no video this week, but there should be a video coming up. So look forward to that? Question mark. It depends on what we do, I guess. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday.